time for that fucking D6 to be rolled. I think Keo did it last time. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, a 4 or a 6 is me then, because we don't have Devin here because he's too cool for D&D, I guess. Let's see what we get. It's a 6. That's me. Cool.
Hey.
Okay. Well, on the last time that we convened, we were exiting out of a portal fresh out of Avernus, only to be met with spatial temporal madness. It turns out disabling the Hellfire engine generators in the far side of the distortion zenith caused some unwanted effects. It appears that, according to Genesis, the damaged heliostone beneath the Isle is causing the planet to bleed. And this purple miasma is causing some problems which worldly travel would fail to solve. As such, Genesis gathered everyone together and teleported everyone back towards the Gates to War, where the war room was able to be safely met with. There's quite a few people that are in there. More people than you remember. It seems like having this newfound base, and a safe one at that, has gotten a lot of people there to help make it more secure and able to support life. It looks like the goblins on patrol there had brought back a large chunk of ice that had been recovered from a little place called Osora, which was seemingly attacked by a horde of white dragons. Having melted this ice chunk revealed a new, still somehow alive Yonti by the name of Jaxthal, who quickly became acquainted with the party. In a curious incident of getting to know one another, Jaxthal made contact directly with the Cartographer Corps, and there was no visceral reaction. Quite curious. Having everyone gotten their bearings and reconvening everyone on everything that happened in the last day or so, thanks to a Startographer joining them to give story time, everyone fell to some well-needed rest. In one person's sleep in particular, Nadira had some interesting dreams where a otherworldly entity had negotiated some form of arrangement. There was a spectator, however, and Disa, peering into people's privacy once again, bore witness to this, and was met with some backlash. Into the next morning, everyone reconvened outside of the large heliostone gates. Now having a Startographer at their disposal, Genesis opened them, revealing the Praetor of Perseverance just behind it. It looks like in the end times, they had a Praetor ready to go. With everyone before the gates, some heated discussion took place on who would be the most fit to take control. After some deliberation, Cobweb was chosen to grab the helm. Using the Eye of Sinadrea, the object was consumed. Cobweb fitted himself in the circular port along the back of this large heliostone body, and it took its first steps and began to march with everyone on board, and I believe Disa's flying to keep up. And that brings us to where we are now, as the quaking footsteps of this heliostone Goliath begin striding. And for brevity's sake, I will say that Jaxthal, one of the members on board, is able to shout directions towards you, Cobweb, and gives you something of a compass to follow. Having this large body at your disposal, all of the valleys and cliffs that previously posed a challenge and often needed some assistance of flight to get around is nothing to you. And everyone would feel the power with every step being aboard this thing. Round of perception rolls as you ride this Praetor into the Tritoral landscapes.
I did have a question.
That's how this is gonna go.
Is its head actually like emitting like burning energy?
You would look to the top of this. There is a white spectral flame suspended a good 5 feet above the crown of this large creature. and it has this vibrance to it, a warmth, a certain comfort. It is some thing of interest. You really don't know what it is, but yeah, it is there. And there's also a bright white light coming out of the circular port in the front as well.
Fascinating.
How much in feet would you say is tall, the Praetor?
Let me see, do some measurements here. 9 times that. This thing is about 75 feet tall.
Wow.
Smaller than I thought.
Actually, yeah.
I thought it was like 100 and something feet tall, okay? Leave me alone.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess while we're traveling, I'll intermittently go ahead and perch somewhere away from the room towards the top and take flight above it and scout around the general area for interesting things.
Okay. Let's see how we did on perception rolls. And Devin, I know you're just joining. I rolled for you.
So what did I get from your roll compared to mine? Because I rolled as well.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
We
I
did.
I
It's
popped
underneath
in.
mine.
I popped in, saw everybody throw dice, so I was like, okay, what are they doing? And then I did that before I joined VC.
Okay. Well, let's just go with your roll, because that's more authentic.
Something tells me you rolled better.
I'll tell you when you're older. Nadira, you're a little distracted.
Yeah.
All the accusations and the weird dream and everything that is associated has you mulling over your own thoughts and has you widely distracted from your surroundings.
Yeah.
You also figure being on top of a fucking Praetor, what's gonna come after you? As for everyone else, with
Another Praetor.
with Disa making rounds in the sky and everyone else keeping their head up, you see that there is quite a bit of ruckus that this thing makes. You feel like this creature, this Praetor, can be seen from miles away, as well as felt and heard by these footsteps. There's several flocks of birds that are among the canopies of these jungle-like areas that just take flight well before you get to your path, of course. And you can see anything that has remotely sensed you just clears out. The wildlife is terrified of this thing, and rightly so. Looking behind you, you can see that there are giant impact marks. You're leaving a wake of destruction just by stepping on wherever you're going. Cowboy, you realize you need to be careful with this, as any movement wherever you go, there is something of a path of destruction to behold.
What is it? Cobweb. What is it? Stealth is the furthest thing from Cobweb's mind. He is currently in a state of abject euphoria, as he is. Holy shit! Finally.
Before I'll say it again, he's the biggest of us all now.
Disa, you have a sweeping pass at that little entrance port. It's effectively the middle of the back of the Praetor, where you can see Cobweb is in a suspended green haze inside of this port, and there is a white light being emitted from his eyes. He is fully engrossed in this thing. And you would be the first to spot it having your aerial advantage. Do you see that there is a certain twinkle in the sky? The clouds are parting, and they give way to a clear blue overhead. And you see a couple things streaking overhead. They look like falling stars.
That's good.
Uh-oh.
Make a wish.
Flames to the cosmic slaughter.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll swoop by the face of the Praetor, because I think that's what Covenant is looking out of, as well as where the group is. Not landing, just kind of screeching at them as I fly by, Look! Falling!
There they
It-
are.
Everyone sees them plainly. They would impact all in the same rough area, a couple 100 feet away on a nearby peak. It seems like the wildlife isn't the only thing that has noticed a predator walking Helios. You all would squint your eyes and can see that the longer you look over in that area, the more there's a strange orange glow before you realize it is the lapping of flames taking trees. It seems like where these Aurorans had touched down, it started a fire. And you see there's a good 5 or 6 humanoid shapes that are among the flames that are staring at you. You have been noticed.
Cool.
Love
don't-
it.
Yeah. Well, what is it? As Cobweb's approaching, he raises a gigantic stony middle finger.
Yes.
You raise your gargantuan hand and flip the Heliostone bird, as it were, at these Aurorans. They are watching you, and they don't make an advance. It seems they have a clear understanding of the power you wield, and keep back.
Intimidation successful.
Erithal, you keeping your eyes in all directions, you see there's a shaking of trees, and like I said before, most of the wildlife is cleared out, but there's something that doesn't seem as easily phased. There's a ruckus of something that's heading towards the flames, and you see a quick few flashes. It looks like something is breaking the tree line. You can see no less than 6 of these creatures heading towards the flames.
Seems they've pissed off the local druid circle.
Fucking shit.
Gotta get a run for their money. Let's see what happens. We need
Let's
to
just
keep
stay out of
moving.
their way.
Of course. We didn't start the fire.
No, but you started an ice age.
Cobweb, I assume that you are maintaining your stride in the given direction towards Osora.
Yeah, and hearing Dagny say that internally, he's like, "We didn't start the fire." That is not anyway. Yeah.
You spectate the conflict that erupts in the created forest fire. There's flashes of green and there's billowing of smoke that would obfuscate the Aurorans who were previously observing. And after a good couple of minutes, you see that most of the orange flames die down and return to the black bellowing of a now extinguished fire. It looks like the apes made short work of that. Perhaps the Aurorans didn't see them as worth the trouble. Either way, nothing is there challenging any of you.
Still keep an eye out for them, because more than likely they're following us.
So, because I wasn't here for like 5 minutes, and I'm assuming you guys started. Where exactly, like, are we? Are we like on top of this, or like inside like some weird room, or like where?
You're
are we?
atop its shoulders and like
Okay.
the headpiece area. There's plenty of spaces to have a good footing and a handhold so you don't fall.
Okay.
Heliostone is quite rough, so you have plenty of traction, so it's not terribly difficult as long as you stay towards the top. And continuing forward for a little while, it would be Dagny that would notice this next thing. And you can't quite decide if it's more or less out of place as the things you had spotted up until this point. But atop another nearby cliff, no more than maybe a couple 100 feet off from where you are, you spot what looks like some form of... It looks almost like a tent or some sort of stand of some kind. You squint your eyes a little closer, and I imagine you instinctually would use your spyglass.
Yeah.
And you would see, there's no mistaking it, completely out of place by itself on a clearing on top of a cliff, there's a vendor stand. Facing where you are. It looks pretty well maintained. It's not abandoned in any way. So much so, in fact, there's a person there. There's an actual person in it.
What?
He's by himself and is looking towards the Praetor. He doesn't seem phased, concerned, or there's no anything else. And squinting further into the spyglass, so you can get a good look at the man. Just watching you. There's a small sign that is at the base of the stand, but you don't quite have the resolution to read it.
Enhance.
She's sort of yelling over the wind as we're on top of the Praetor. Aerithal!
Yes, what do you require?
Come here! I need you to see something.
I will.
It almost seems too good to be true. Look through the spyglass at that peak there. Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Aerithal will take the spyglass and look through to the point that she was pointing out.
You do spot it. It's a vendor stand. Nice, clean, tidy, all by itself and just on top of a cliff. And the man that is manning the stand is well kept. Almost looks like a nobleman. These long braids of hair that are well kept. His gloves and this green overcoat. He has this almost out of place smile. And he's looking straight at you just as you're looking at him. There is eye contact through this lens.
There's a sign near the tent. I can't seem to read it. Can you?
Aerithal uses his Apple-sponsored eyes to zoom in on this.
You'll get advantage on this because of the spyglass.
Yeah, he'll look for the sign to see what it says.
Okay, I'm gonna just roll perception one more time with advantage, just see if you can make out the lettering.
Let's go!
God, as if you even need advantage.
Do you want me to roll it with advantage just cause?
Do it.
Sure, why not? Go fishing
Fucking
for
do
your
it.
crit.
Oh, no, that's one. Hey, that's a nat one out of the pool for
The
tonight.
spyglass actually
Damn.
makes his eyes weaker, but it doesn't matter.
That's a crit of the wrong color, I'm afraid.
Yes.
Yeah, no, my fucking eyes have been enhanced by Apple.
You would time your focus of the eye so the footsteps of the Praetor don't shake the glass, and you get a good sense of whatever this thing says. It's in common, and it reads very plainly, "Soul lanterns for sale."
The fuck?
What the fuck? Ugh.
What does it say?
Soul lanterns for sale.
It can't be a coincidence, can it?
I'm sorry, that just feels too good to be true.
Fucking
Do you think-
blast
do
him
you-
off the peak.
Oh my god.
Do you think we should?
I don't know. The way when I looked at him, it felt like he was... No, it didn't just feel. He was looking back at me directly, and we were making eye contact. Something's not right about that.
Maybe take a rain check on it, maybe?
Do I eventually see this guy? Flying?
Oh, you see it. Now that everyone's pointing it out especially.
Hey, yo, who is that motherfucker?
I'm gonna go fly over and say hi.
Okay.
Oh, and there goes
Who
Diza.
rang that bell?
Alright. You would flap those wings and would close the several 100-foot gap to get to the base of the cliff, where you would be met with this gentleman who's running his soul lantern stand. He's maintaining a strong eye contact with you the entire time. Everyone's blinking, and he eventually gives you a warm nod of the head and a hand wave as you would make your approach, and he would utter his words as you arrive. "Salutations, miss! May I interest you in some attire? Perhaps a soul lantern? Something shiny to wrap around your neck?
Hi. What do they do, other than be very pretty?
Anything you want them to do. Who are they to say no? It's the latest hot market item, I can tell you that much.
Looking at his stand, is it just like identical fucking soul lanterns up for sale? Or are they like variations in different sizes?
You can see now that he pointed towards his counter, which, mind you, coming over, it looked empty, but now that he's pointing and you look down, it seemingly changed, and there's an arrangement of lanterns that are arranged on the table. A number of different sizes, but they do seem to all bear a very strong resemblance to the ones that you've been seeing recently back in the aisle.
How much does one cost?
We're having a special deal today, as a matter of fact. I have a limit to one per customer, unfortunately. The supply is very hard to get a hold of, but all you do is sign a simple legal waiver, and one will be lent out to you for a certain period of time.
No.
Contract part 3.
Nope.
Gotta tilt my head and ask. What does the contract say?
Oh, Jesus.
Well, let me just ruffle in my things real quick. Let's see if we can get this. Ah, here we are. It's just a disclosure that you're not going to be sticking this up your nose or pawning it off to someone that you can't give it back to us once the lease is up, of course. It's a bit of a special promotional, you try it for a little while and then we negotiate further sort of thing, but here! And he slips down this waiver, this like parchment that has a number of small writings on it. Disa, can you understand written language? I don't think you can.
I imagine I picked up some things. Especially after, rooting around people's heads.
Why don't you make an investigation check?
Sure.
Ooh!
Jesus.
Jinx.
You think as much as you can on the languages you've picked up, and you study this nice and hard, only to find that you can't read this. It's not in common. And you take this a little bit closer, hold up to the sun, and you really get nowhere other than the faintest whiff of brimstone.
I'll eventually mage hand the thing back onto the table and think about it real hard. Damn. Diesel will eventually shrug, say, sorry, but no. Good luck, though.
Are you sure? With the way you're going to Osora, I'd reckon that this is going to be an easier grab than trying to get it from dragons.
How do you know we were going to fucking Orsora?
I set up my market here in the hopes that the people looking for something like this would strike a deal. After all, knowing your customers is half the fight, is it not?
I guess. Though,
Don't guess, be certain, of course.
It's just that the last Spice-Man I talked to was very mean.
Mean? Oh, that's just terrible. Hopefully something like this could turn your thoughts on such a thing.
Oh, God.
So it's pretty much just Barwit for a bit and then give it back, right?
More or less, yes.
Okay.
Oh God.
Very well.
Bruh.
I'll just need your signature at the bottom here, and this will be yours.
The signature is. I imagine there's like an inkwell or something.
He reaches and would provide a quill.
Oh yeah, I'll mage hand and just scribble a little doodle.
I knew there was a good sharp customer when I saw one. It looks like we have a deal. And he quickly begins to bound up the parchment you just signed, and he would toss it over his shoulder and it would puff into black smoke. And he gives a bit of a nod, and he too puffs into a fiery bit of smoke.
Oh God. Just be the deal
Of
with
course.
Jumpman.
God damn it.
Hey.
I was thinking you were a little sharper than this, but hey, what's one soul lantern, right? Enjoy, it's all yours. And he, Zosros, pushes you the lantern that you just signed off to have for a little while, the conditions for which you did not understand. And you look down, and this lantern, now that you have, going off your investigation check from previously, it's what you saw, although it's a little rustier and a little more worn down than you recognize. The white glow coming from the center of this rusty old lantern has dimmed a little bit, and you can see that there's a strange object inside that seemingly had light cast onto it. It appears to be the old discarded soul of a boot.
Aha.
Alright, so I have the soul of a boot now.
Yep.
Yeah, you have a rusty lantern with a glowing boot sole inside. I do hope my customer is satisfied. Isn't this fun? I should have done this a long time ago.
I'll cock my head at him. He says, okay, this is fine.
Of course it is. Have fun with it. Don't use all of its limitless power in one place. And just like that, everything in front of you is gone with a puff of fire.
I suppose I'll fly back once he's gone.
All right. You fly back. It takes you a while because this thing, well, I imagine Cobweb, you would naturally have slowed down. Correct me if I'm wrong in assuming. But the Praetor moves very quickly. There we are. Everyone would notice Disa return. Disa doesn't have pockets, so of course she is clutching something. Unless you didn't take it.
Yeah, no, I took it.
Kind of look at Disa through my spyglass. Just see the lantern on the bottom, and it's like, where on earth did she get that? I don't know how well it, because we're going against the wind, so she probably won't be able to hear me.
Yeah, we'll say that she's hundreds of feet off, but you can see it beforehand with your spyglass, so yeah, you're still out of earshot.
Oh, I'll use yeah, I'll go ahead and use prestidigitation to kind of send like a sort of like a small flare into the air.
You do so. Everyone is able to see.
Just hoping that kind of catches Disa's attention.
Yeah, Disa, you see this.
Well, I imagine I was flying to them in the first place anyway.
Yeah, you were, but I guess now you're doubly sure, and you do close the gap and get back to everyone else.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and land. And, go ahead and sit cross-legged before the lamp I got and begin interestingly poking at it with Mage Hand.
Disa,
Yeah?
where did you get this?
Oh, the Spiceman from before.
What? Just kind of look at the peek through the spyglass and notice the tent is gone. Sorceress.
I have a feeling that's gonna bite us in the ass.
It seems like it already has. What did he give you, Disa?
A soul lantern. For a boot.
Guess I'm not the only one making deals with devils.
She kind of stares out deadpan into space for a second and then focuses back on Disa. Did he make you sign something, Disa?
Yep.
So, he took advantage of your inability to read very well and you signed it.
That is what happened, yes.
You talk very well, but we need to make you understand negotiations in a better way.
Did I not do good negotiating back when we were in hell?
You've essentially signed over your soul for the soul of a boot. Does that sound like a good deal to you?
I'm not sure yet.
Aerithal, you feel something poking around in your bag.
Oomst.
Wherpst.
You naturally spin around. And you see Zosros. Wings flapping as he just retracted his hand from your bag, and there's something shiny now clutched in a tight gauntlet. Oh, don't mind me, just indulging in my half of the new contract.
What?
What are you taking?
Oh!
Uh-oh. I have an idea. But technically, I don't know about it.
What have you done?
He slips his finger through the ring, and you see firsthand what he has plucked from your grasp.
Okay, cool.
That is not yours! Oh no.
Actually, it's in writing that it is, at least for a small sum of time.
You
After all...
stupid featherbrain, as I literally shoo Disa off.
Oh, what's wrong, Dagny? It's not like any of you ever used this thing anyways.
How did you even get out here?
You left the door open, of course.
Damn it, Genesis.
I think you have the least of your problems with me. After all, I wasn't the only thing to slip out.
No shit, Sherlock. Care to divulge anything else to the class?
No, I've already had my ha-has for now.
Then buzz off.
Ooh,
Very well.
I had a question before you went, Spiceman.
Oh?
When you and Destin were fighting that big pigeon, did he get out okay? Or is he dead?
Oh, don't worry about him. He's made of sterner stuff. He has more obligations than dawdling around with all of you, now that the tide has turned a little bit, but that's not for you to worry about.
Well, with the world at stake, it is for us to worry about.
That's a shame. Anyways. And he's gone, just like that.
Yeah, just seeing that and just turning to Disa with fucking fire in her eyes at this point at Disa.
What?
If you don't get back on your flight path, I'm going to make sure that this praetor lands, and I will turn you into roast harpy for dinner.
Cobweb raises his hand and points at Dagny on his shoulder. And inwardly he's like, No fighting on my fucking shoulder.
Dagny, a large heliostone finger come towards you, and you feel like there's a bit of a shake of this thing's head, if you can even call it that.
But why though?
That you had no idea what that key connected us to. We have no idea if we'll even be able to contact that being again. Next time someone tells you to sign something, don't do it. As smart as you are, going into other people's thoughts, learning things, learning how to speak, you don't really think about the logic of things and the consequences of your actions.
Well, of course I do.
Then why didn't you read that contract more thoroughly?
Because she can't
Probably.
read.
Yeah, that. Probably because I can't really read. Plus, it was in a language I don't really know.
Then why did you sign it so blindly?
To keep tabs on the Spiceman, of course.
How is the soul of a boot gonna keep us having tabs on the soul on him?
Well, we've garnered his interest. And currently, given the state of things, we're unsure whether or not he can still be of use. Have you forgotten that the Sartographer with us is still bound to that initial contract we made with him? Entertaining
yeah.
him, making him happy in a funny mood, will increase our chances of him not pulling the leash back.
And it makes him happy to steal shit from us?
Apparently.
The minute we land, I'm clipping your wings.
Jesus.
Just creating space.
Are you sadistic like Nadira is too?
Join the club.
Stops in her tracks. I'm not the one who disguised myself and tried to steal something that didn't belong to them.
Come on, Dagny, you're just a little dark and twisty.
I just wanted to look at it back then.
Inwardly, was just like, I swear to God.
That's why you ask. You don't just take something that's not yours. It's called stealing. People have lost limbs for less.
Okay.
What's made you feel lose a wing?
Hold on a second, you're getting so angry your mic's cutting out.
I said, yeah, how would that make you feel to lose a wing?
I don't know. I never lost a wing, so I'm not sure how I would feel.
I just...
New to me, after all.
Yeah, and yet you literally lack the capacity to just think.
But I did think. And I told
No, you
my
didn't.
thought process.
What thought process?
Keeping the Spiceman entertained, so that we have more time with the Sartographer. That is what you wanted, right? So he can help the humans so they don't die?
Be his little playthings.
Are we in a position to not be?
I'm nobody's toy.
Okay.
Yeah, she's just going off to a space to be alone for a second.
There's not a whole lot of isolating space atop the shoulders of a praetor, but you do the best you can.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'll go back to fucking around with the lantern, the boot lantern, now that the conversation's apparently over.
Alright. It's been roughly an hour and a half of time since you started your stride towards Osora. You've been making tremendous progress, far faster than you ever could have through other means. And you can see in the distance, as mist and clouds part way, there is a glistening of a coastline that is becoming more and more visible. Within a matter of perhaps 20 or so minutes, you should arrive at this coastline proper. You can see overhead, although distant, there's the coastal birds that are flying in flocks. Of course, all in the opposite direction of the Praetor, given the tremendous presence it has, as with the other wildlife until now. And one thing that you all do notice pretty plainly, among the glistening of distant waves, there's also a shining coming from closer below, and you can see in multiple areas there is what looks like jagged white rocks that look like they've just recently crushed trees, and it becomes clear that these are giant channels of ice that have formed. And Jaxthal, you see firsthand there's a few places that have these icings over. This may have been where you were frozen.
So, would it be too much? I don't remember what accent I gave him, so I'm just gonna stop that. Sorry.
That's fine.
So, would it be too much to ask for a little pause in the walk, so I could go try to see if I can get any of my friends, or see what has happened to them since being frozen?
I mean, you could just poke Disa
Ah.
and look for you, so you don't have to clamber all the way down.
I mean, I was kind of asking that as in character, but
Oh, sorry. So to tell, you don't really.
yeah, I know. Like I said, I forgot the accent, so I'm not doing it anymore.
What is it? I thought it was more of a gruff thing like this.
Yeah, it was more gruff
Yeah, I
than
know.
anything.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember.
Fair enough.
So
Game over.
Yeah, we'll get back to it.
Mm.
Maybe, I don't know. But is that something y'all are willing to do?
If
Come
you
on,
want to
give us a
look
thumbs
for your
up.
friends, we can.
Then,
All right.
well, y'all don't have to come with me. I can whistle
There's
for
a-
the bird.
We literally have a horde of dragons in this town. You think you're going alone?
I mean, technically not. I would think that the dragons would be smart enough. They have somewhat of an intelligence, considering
They're-
we're walking with this gigantic kaiju killer.
Yeah, but these are white dragons. They're more bestial than all the dragons. More primal than anything. They only
Well-
act on instinct alone.
I mean, we don't have to.
Like I
If
said,
y'all want to
if
keep
you want,
going.
like I said, if you want to look with your friends, we can stop and look. But you're not going by yourself.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
I'll
Guess
sort
we're
of,
stopping.
yeah, I'll motion to Cobweb to kind of stop where that icy ridge line is, so we can start looking.
Big thumbs
Alright.
up as he starts moving towards where she's pointed, I suppose.
You would make your strides towards this newly formed glacier, which seemingly sheared the landscape basically to a sheet of ice. And coming to a stop, you look down, and there's a good stretch of probably 100 or so feet wide, this glacial, jagged ice that definitely has melted a bit, but is still firmly in place. You reckon that this may take a very long time to pick through using traditional means.
Can you point out where, well, can I kind of use my spyglass and see where the goblins may have chipped Juxtal out?
Sure. Roll perception with advantage using the spyglass being this close. And if anyone else is trying to help, I suppose we can make it a group roll.
I mean, yeah.
Hey, let's go.
I am the
Nice.
one who's trying to find my people.
Oh. Yeah, I'll
I'll
leave
help.
the boot lamp with Aerothol for safekeeping and go ahead and make some low swoops around.
Erithal, you're given its old rusty lantern that has half of a boot inside of it.
Boot lamp.
Jaxel, with you being in tow with everyone else and a series of pretty good rolls, there is definitely a smaller outcropping that strikes familiarity into your mind. And you can see almost like a little half-hanging wall. And there's some jagged pieces of ice that are more so on the edge of things. And you can see that there's a bit of a chunk that has been taken out of it. And it's pretty clear to mind, this is where you fell. And you can see that you must have been right at the edge of this blast zone. And sure enough, there's a good old chunk that matches the ice shape that Dexel had come out of. It looks like the goblins were pretty lucky in their finds and were making quick work of things. However, looking around the rest of the place, you can see that there is nobody else that's close by. Not without spending a good amount of time smashing this glacier to bits. And even if you do, you understand the risk that you may smash the people inside if you choose to use the Predator.
Yeah, so I take it it's not like a clear ice, it's more like whitish blue or something like that?
Yeah, it's like a whitish frosted, yeah. Like even when they had brought you back, it took Disa licking it for it to be visible for them to see you inside.
Okay. Well, unless anybody... I don't think we should waste any time then, if there's nothing like apparent that seems out of place. Aside from, the giant ice wall.
Right. I'll go ahead and give Cobwood the signal to keep moving.
Roger, as he fucking sort of goes from stooping over to continuing on his way. Boom, boom.
You stand upright and we begin to take your steps once again. You do hear something echoing in the distance, what seems like the roar of a large creature.
Great.
Going
I
off
assume-
previous perception rolls and looking towards the clouds, you see something stirring among it. It's obfuscated and it's only visible for a few quick, fleeting moments.
I assume I would recognize the noise it made, unless...
The distant roar of a large dragon, undoubtedly.
Alrighty.
Cool.
Looking
Nice.
over, you guys can see the silhouettes of what looks like buildings and large high walls. Something that almost strikes an air of familiarity for those of Highshire. Similar wall structures and towers, but with the sea breeze and mist that's coming in from the ocean, it's hard to make out anything more than such faint silhouettes. That is where the dragons are, and just from your vantage point, you think approaching along the line of the coast may be the safest play.
I'll go ahead and point out the coast towards Cobweb, saying head that way.
Roger.
All right. You continue. and would make your steps and approach the coastline. Now, there are some ocean cliffs that do offer some cover, but for a Praetor, there's nothing subtle about it, and stealth is out the window. You wanted to do something?
Yeah, I did want to talk to Aeropol if we had a second.
You do.
Yeah. Once we're back to getting moving again, I'll go over and land back over next to Aerothol. Hey, fall. Fall.
What's up?
I have a question.
What is your question?
I'm not sure if I am understanding it correctly, but Nadira said sadism is getting pleasure from hurting others. Is that right?
I think it's masochism, technically.
Yeah,
No, masochism is receiving it.
Oh, masochism is
That
receiving. I always get
would
the fucked
be
up.
Yeah,
correct.
sadism.
Sadism is deriving pleasure from harming another being.
Oh, Jesus.
Does that
Teaching
mean,
them young.
Does that mean it's a sex thing?
Oh.
Yeah!
Cobweb
There it
half
is.
trips, hearing.
Oh,
That's what I
weird.
meant to do.
I don't know. I just pictured this giant thing tripping and just falling, just smashing into the ground.
No.
Yes and no. It can be a sex thing,
I
but it
knew
can
it!
also.
I feel so dirty being used as an outlet for her sexual gratification.
What?
I would. I would.
heard.
Bro,
Aerothol thinking to himself, and that's Nadira's problem.
She is what humans call a degenerate, right?
Dissident.
Yeah, Diza, yeah.
Wow, it knows big words.
Another word would be perverted.
Yeah, there's a couple words. Oh my god, that was funny.
How does that happen, though? How do you say like that?
Cobweb speeds up unconsciously, ready to get this fucking journey over with.
You approach the coast.
Oh, hey, look, Diza, the coast.
Yeah, sorry. I had
oh
that,
look, water.
Yeah, sorry. I had that funny joke in the back of my head. I had
Yeah,
to get
fair
it out
enough.
there.
Oh, I'm having such a good time with this.
I am having a good time.
Yeah, I think at this point, Dagny's kind of standing, is kind of standing close to the edge of where they are, but not too close, so close that she would fall, and is looking out at the coast, and is literally thinking that this is the same coast that Rin was looking at while she was raising Elias.
Do a backflip.
That it was.
Oh.
And for everyone else, seeing this ocean for the first time from this perspective is quite relaxing. And for a moment, the pressure of your mission is alleviated, and there's just the nice shoreline display. But it's short-lived, of course, by something interrupting the moment of serenity.
Just immediately.
Right away.
You can feel a bit of a lift in adrenaline, getting you in a more ready stance for whatever's about to happen. And the tremendous thundering of the footsteps of the Praetor become the only thing that you can focus on, echoing through this beach. And eventually you do hear it again. Much louder than before.
Trying to pinpoint a location. Which direction?
Why don't I show you?
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, that's a fun map.
I don't like how I'm the only one there.
I mean,
You're not. You're
oh yeah.
there. I'm gonna put you guys a little bit here. I don't know how layering is perceived, but hopefully
It's
it should be
Everything
fine.
everything moving looks so cool.
We'll
Yeah.
just say that in preparation for the shitfest that is no doubt going to start, Cobweb just sort of sets them down.
And sit down you would. And there's a moment of stillness. You have an opportunity to act should you do so, but the tension in the air is quickly rising.
I think we should hide.
So, far be it from me to interrupt at this weird time, but I have yet to receive my first half of the payment.
Yes, of course. She is going to reach into the bag of holding and pull out one of the bottles of Feywild honey. There you are.
Thank you. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this, have I?
No, you
Beetle
haven't.
juice.
Honey. I can probably identify honey, but like, yeah.
This is a very special honey. It actually has very good healing properties. Kind of doubles as a healing potion.
Okay. A different kind of food? It works for me.
Yeah.
And he tucks it in his pocket.
I
And then I don't actually have like the block for it. I don't know if that's something that I can be sent, so I can.
It's in the items tab. You can click and drag it onto your sheet.
Items.
I
Okay.
did want to go ahead in preparation to Dragon's Coming.
Consumables.
Upcast, invisibility, target
Ah.
myself and the creator.
On the Praetor, Jesus
Ooh.
Christ.
Ooh, sneaky.
Okay.
Yeah.
I say the rest of us go and hide.
And Cobweb gets ready to grapple.
Honestly, as your DM, I question the wisdom of this decision, but we're gonna see how this one plays out.
I'm surprised that it like works for like a third level spell to cover this massive
it
thing.
would count
but,
as
like,
a creature,
okay.
so yeah.
creature.
Yeah. I guess. Well, yeah.
D said there is a buckle as you feel your spell take effect on this gargantuan creature. The Heliostone sings as your spell wraps around it. And for a second, you're locked in place. Heliostone has some strange properties, as it turns out. Almost as if you cast your spell into a echo chamber.
Huh. Yeah, I'll be still perched up on high. On the
The rest of
invisible
us should
mountain.
go hide. I'm gonna go hide in one of these buildings that's off to the fucking side.
Internally, Cobweb.
Well, you're out of time,
he's-
so move your 30 feet, and then, or unless you're dashing for 60 or 70,
Is this
whatever
the
you're.
building over here? Side note. It's hard to tell with the Praetor icon there.
These are like shacks, but yeah, they're like
Yeah,
pavilions.
I'm just gonna go hide in a shack somewhere.
All right. It would be at that time when, of course, there would be a whoosh through the mist. And you would look towards the south to see something has perched itself and is looking down at what can only see as a couple of humans along a beach. And of course, it's not alone.
Oh,
I'll have to get back to you on the other half of payment.
of course.
As he's just staring, like waving a finger, like, like, yeah.
Yeah, roll for initiative.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
I'm innocent.
Oh, shit.
Everything. Deesa's never done anything wrong. Ever.
There's no way we're fighting 3 adult dragons.
I hope that isn't too loud.
Well, I mean, it's not just us. We do have an invisible, like, literally kaiju fighter.
It's fair.
I don't seem to be able to roll initiative from the sheet. I'll do it manually.
Here.
Cool.
You go.
Okay. Move some stuff around for my sake. Oh, these guys have some fun stuff. Holy shit. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Disa, you're at the top of the initiative. Dragons are among you.
Among Us.
Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. I can target 5 creatures. 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna go ahead and target everyone except Nadira. And but going ahead and doing this. So everyone except Vera, 10 HP. I think that's right.
Oh yeah, it's that thing.
So you get 8 10 HP, and you use your reaction. Move up to your speed if you want to do that.
Let me see. So the Predator cannot take temporary hit points, but if you're targeting it, that would go towards Cobweb. Cobweb himself would get the temp HP.
Okay.
But considering the circumstances, we can allow this to have the Predator move if you want to do that, Cobweb.
I'm not sure how. Even while invisible, how stealthy it could be. I guess they'll write it off as an earthquake. Let's see here.
Well, I more so turned you invisible so you can have like a good opening, you know?
You're spitting.
He's smelling what you're stepping in.
Is there any way that... Would I be able to maintain steady footing here?
I mean, you can walk along this just fine. Although you should know that when you take your step, you're going to see like a 15-foot square area just get crushed and dust will be kicked up.
I'm counting on it. Alright, let's see here.
The Predator
I
is 60
suppose-
feet of movement.
That's what's up. I don't seem to be able to move the token.
Oh. Let me take a look here. You should have full control. I'm going to make a quick adjustment for you. Figure ownership. We'll make Muda an owner.
Okay, I found it.
Oh, there we go. Sick. I'm thinking somewhere right. Bonk. Right there.
I accidentally step on Jax.
There was a shaking of earth as you would move. And the dragons, I mean, they have some pretty good perception. Let's just do a quick roll.
Look out below.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Must have been the wind.
Must have been the one.
Well, it looks like they're more focused on easy prey. Dagny,
Yeah, that was only my bonus action.
then make it.
Actual turn, unless anyone else is using their reaction.
Yeah, I was gonna use my reaction to
Oh yeah, I've already done my.
Oh yeah, you can you don't have to like wait for me to say so, like go ahead and move what you want to move. You have the option here to
oh
insert movement.
okay.
Yeah, I've already
I was
taken
gonna-
it, so I'm good.
I was gonna go like right here.
I just imagine Arathal looks around and he's like, where the fuck did everyone go?
But yeah, it's pretty much, I'm using all my movement to get, I want to ascend high up and fly over towards here, up in the air, still invisible.
Okay. Mantle of Inspiration is not
My
a spell,
nightstand.
correct?
It's not.
Alright. I don't think that technically breaks invisibility.
It doesn't. But, weirdly enough, I did want to use my action to hide, if if that makes sense.
So you have nothing to hide in the middle of the air, and there's a sea breeze. So it's not like you can minimize your flight. Like you can't really do much besides rely on what's already in place.
The invisibility is effectively you're already hidden, basically.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
I'll just dodge then.
That's what's up.
Wait for these to progress to see where I can be most effective.
Dagny.
Okay, yeah, I imagine this fight is gonna get a little bit ugly.
Yeah, there's 3 dragons in front of you.
Yeah, especially when once the Praetor breaks invisibility. So, I think I want to try and head further into one of these shacks and use my action to hide.
Okay.
So, like maybe in this one.
Alright. Let me see. Hide action. Yep, it is a stealth check, I believe. Well,
Ooh.
Ooh.
you would make it into this dilapidated shore shack, and as the Praetor takes its steps, half of this wall would collapse from which you entered, giving perfect cover away from all of the dragons. Alright. That brings us to the dragon. Alright.
Where did she go?
Let's see what he can do. Oh man, that's sick. Oh, that's wonderful. I love all of that. That's great.
I don't want to be a snakesicle again, please.
Well,
I think that might happen.
hate to burst your bubble. It is going to huff and puff, and there is a big old blast of cold breath.
Oh.
Let me see. A 60-foot cone. I have to draw that. Holy shit. Let me see here. 30, 40. There it is.
Ooh.
This dragon is 30 feet in the air. Disa, how high are you?
Well, I imagine I'm at, because I cast a spell on the Praetor. How tall is it again?
The Praetor is 75 feet.
So yeah, I'll be 75-ish. Because I didn't go downward, I just flew over here.
Okay. So.
Hi.
Yeah, make a dex save. The Praetor has to make a dexterity saving throw as well.
That's what's up.
DC is
Hi-ya!
19.
Oh, shit.
Saving throw, right? Yeah.
You know.
Yes.
You said? Yeah.
8?
Thank God.
Oh, thank God.
Oh.
Okay. Let's see how much damage this does. I like that.
As he sees it, like, blowing towards him, just, not again.
The Praetor takes 49 cold damage. Jacksonville, you are taking half of that, which is 25.
Oof.
You managed to dodge as this whole area ices over. We're going to leave the template on the field here. That is all now encased in ice.
You
Oh,
said
shit.
25, right? You said?
Yeah, you took 25 cold damage. You
Yeah.
passed the save.
Yeah. I just have to math, because I have the temp HP too.
Let me see here. Alright, that's its go. That brings us to the Praetor of Perseverance. Cobweb?
Oh, yeah, my bad, sorry. Doing math in my head, not very good.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Cobweb's just going to sort of look at the baby man, step towards him.
Please don't be on.
Stop.
Yeah. He's specifically stepping over Jaxel, and he is going to attempt to. Let me see here.
Why
You say
does
he's
my
30
icon,
feet in the air. Alrighty. Let's see.
like perfectly fit in the legs?
Multi-attack. One with my slam and two with orc beams. Hiya!
First attack has advantage because it's coming out of invisibility.
Yep.
That's what's up.
So you can roll a slam with a
Hiya!
damage. Oh, I
well.
saw. That would've been
What?
saucy. Damn.
That would have been so cool.
Oh wait, no,
Oh.
that is not what I meant to use. My mistake.
I saw that.
No, above the slam is the.
a lot
You
of
didn't
dice.
see anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
You didn't
you should-
see anything.
Hey, you should do that though.
And if any creature is lower than 75 feet, which is the height of this thing, you can also, if you look at the multi-attack, you can do the 2 incinerating beams, or 2 orc beams slam, and then you can also use the stomp.
Ah,
No.
fair enough.
No.
Let's see here. Oh shit. Inject save!
Oh my god. Alright. Let's see here. First of all, I have to do some damage on this thing because, oh boy. Apply full damage. Ow. Ow. That's radiant damage too.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Alright.
bound by mortal tethers. Come to me, my hated foe.
It rolled a 7 on its dex save, which is unfortunate. It will take that bludgeoning damage. And you see this mid-flight dragon get stomped by this heliostone foot. It goes slamming into the ground and is knocked prone. And is restrained. It's a 26 strength check to get out. Ouch! You stomp this thing like an insect and is currently roaring maniacally in an absolute frenzy. And let me see. I have to move you. I'm gonna move it for just a second here. 5, 10. Okay, that. All right, Jack. So you are not within that radius, so you don't have to worry about that.
Thank
20.
God.
It's 20 feet. It's huge. It's basically like a shockwave.
Yeah. I don't want to meet the bottom of that foot.
You just bloodied this dragon in one action.
Cool.
Nadira.
I don't know if I should be attacking or staying hiding. Scary. That one's prone from the Praetor, right? We decided that. I don't have to touch people for this, do I? Okay, cool. I guess I'll pop out from whatever corner I found myself in. We're gonna upcast it, cause why not? Feels appropriate.
Yeah, baby.
All right.
The-
All right.
It
has to make
suffers a heart
save.
attack.
So it's pretty good at Constitution saving throws.
Of course
Yeah.
it is.
Fair enough.
It will take. Let me
Still
see,
takes half of it.
Still
Yeah.
takes half.
15.
Strike this thing. All right. Anything
And then
else?
I'm gonna James Bond whip back into my corner.
All right. All right. At the end of your go, let's see if that dragon can do anything. What do we have for legendary actions? I will say, with it being restrained by the foot, it still can do a tail attack. So it is going to try to whip at the Heliostone foot with its tail. Given the circumstances, I'll say this is disadvantage. Let's see how it does. Nope. That doesn't. What the fuck? Get with it, please.
We have all had our ones today.
Oh.
Oh my lord. Alright, that brings us to the other dragon. It's gonna fly on in. It's gonna get right here. And action time. Going for breath.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Let's see here. Boop.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, you are not in the right place. I apologize.
I am tired of being cold. I was cold all day today.
Well, it ain't over
Cold in
yet.
Game.
Well,
I can't see
Wait.
because the Predator is over you, but I think you're in that cone. Question
I
mark?
am not.
Wait a minute. You're
I
not?
can see the black lines. I am
You're
not.
not! Oh man, you got lucky.
you got on the edge again.
Aerithal is getting it though.
You're edging.
Yeah, no.
Alright. Oh, poor Aerithal!
Oh, buddy, you got this.
Oh, he's all
Alright.
right, shall I, guys?
Cold breath. Predator and Aerithal, con saves.
It's okay, Earl.
no.
I lived. You can too.
Oh, it's a con save? I thought it was a deck save. I should have passed that last one. What the fuck is it? I
Yeah,
never.
no, you said it was a deck save before. Why is it now? Oh, this is probably a different thing.
I may have. Hang on a second. It does say con save. I may have goofed on the last one.
No, you're good,
Hang on a
dude.
second.
I am going to roll for shits and giggles then.
Sometimes these stat sheets can be weird. Let me
Yeah.
see. But to be sure, Cold Breath does in fact say it is a con save. Which is kind of weird. Other Dragon Breath attacks are dex, I think. I think Fire's dex. Maybe that's what fucked me up. Whatever.
I think it's a deck save for like Dragonborn player characters.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, this token's awfully strange. Oh, Cobweb, I think you reduced the thing's max health rather than its current health.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. Well, I'll fix
Aw.
it for you.
My bad.
560. Yeah, I was like, that's strange. There we go. Okay. So you failed. Aerithal, you just barely beat the DC. Okay.
Is called.
Luck.
My favorite part, rolling big dice. How'd we do? That is okay. You take the full 58 cold damage, Predator, and 29 of that is going towards Aerithal.
Oh,
Okay.
baby.
You passed the save, so you are not entombed in ice.
What was it, 29?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you
Just
also
make
had
sure.
the temp HP too.
Yeah, you did have that.
Ah, thank you for reminding me.
Alright, is there anything else this thing can do? Nope, that was the big thing. Aerithal, it's getting kind of cold!
It's a little chilly here. You guys mind if I warm things up?
I am cold-blooded. I do not like this. Or wait, no, we decided I was warm-blooded.
Oh, hey, I can do this up to 150 feet away.
Yep. Yes, you
Flashbang
can.
here.
No, it's not flashbang.
Kaboom.
Fireball!
Oh,
Yes!
you stoke flames in your hand.
Zula says you're a bitch-ass motherfucker!
This dragon is restrained. I'm gonna consider this an auto failure.
Cool.
Let me see. Does it have any? No. Okay. So it will take the full 23. Ow. This dragon is going to make a dex save. Come on, boy. It will use its legendary resistance to succeed.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll take half. Boop. Ouch. Anything else out of Aerithal? I recommend you move.
I agree. I'm gonna go, Hey, you mind if I come over here? Going an extra 5 feet because I have that from Wood Elf.
You see that one side of Aerithal is completely crusted in ice. Alright.
A little cold over there. I would recommend not going over there.
What happened to Harvey?
You
It's
don't
scary.
say.
All right.
That's
how
his
do I
Aerothal's turn.
get rid of that? There we are. Okay. That is the final dragon's turn. Let's see. It has a fly speed of 80. Can it make it?
Oh.
Oh,
Mistake.
yes it can.
Am I gonna be cold again?
Oh no!
It can make it to here. Y'all know what time it is.
Oh shit.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Technically, this should be better. I do more.
Alright. There's the template.
Let's see here.
Are you within that?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, he
Alright.
is.
I'm like
You gotta
just
make your
inside
save.
if I moved
It's you,
another.
alright, so you did pass. Let me go ahead and yeah, the Predator needs to make. Oh, you guys did pretty good this time.
Yay!
That's because we're rolling con and not dex, where we
Yeah.
suck.
Alright. 12d8 coming your way.
No, that's a lot of dice.
That is 63 damage to the Predator. And 31 towards Jaxtel. And now that thing is those breath attacks are on quite the recharge, unfortunately. That's all this dragon can do.
I'm
And
so
there's
cold.
now ice that is now breaking off into the ocean waves. Jaxtel, you've taken some heat, kind of. Not really heat, but
I am
you think you
tired
should
of
move.
being cold. Let's see, what can I do to maximize my movement? I guess I will. Let's see, where can I go? Okay, yeah, I guess I'm gonna go over here, Nya. And then, since I'm outside of the building, what is it like? There's probably like boxes and shit in there and all that.
yeah, crates, barrels, a lot of stuff that has been deteriorating from sea breeze for 100 years.
Okay, I will manifest my echo as far in there as I can, and then I believe it's an action to swap with it.
It's a bonus action to summon it and a bonus action to swap.
Ah, I thought it was an action.
All right,
Swap with it.
I'll make two of yous and I'll give you a little. I still got to make a token for you for that, huh?
Yeah,
one
it
second.
is. It is. Bonus action. Okay, well, I guess I will summon it
All right.
and then have it move.
There we are.
I guess I'll have it be like out over.
You can
How do-
you can
how do I
create it
think?
anywhere within 15 feet of you, and it has
Yeah, and
movement
then,
speed.
yeah,
of
and then I
30
can have it move. I'll have it move there because that's. Yeah, that. And then. Actually, yeah, no, I still have dash. I forgot about that, so I'll dash in here. And then hide
Okay.
somewhere.
feet. Gotcha. All right. That brings back to the top of the initiative. Tisa.
These nuts
I don't appreciate your tone.
casting hypnotic pattern.
All right. Let's see. Wisdom saves. The one underfoot passes. This one will consume a legendary resistance. How about the third one?
I have to change.
Third one fails. Alright. Charm. Incapacitated. Alright.
That was not supposed to happen.
Here we go. Anything else?
I'm no longer invisible, and I'm flying higher.
Very well.
Okay, oh, there it is. Oh,
Okay. Let's see. The one underfoot is going to make a strength roll. It's 26. Oh, 24. God damn it. That's a shame. Dagny.
Okay, now that all these dragons are good and close, let's see here. And then it's a good... Okay, that would still... Yeah! We're gonna do it this way. Gotta peek out. And I'm gonna throw this bad boy right here.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Oh shit.
Oh, please. Engage my spell immediately.
Sucks to suck.
Apparently.
Alright, dex save. I'm going to say the restrained one is an auto failure and is going to take this full damage. Let me see. 24, and those 4, and end of its next turn. Okay, so it's delayed additional damage. Alright.
Yeah.
Boop. Oh, it ain't looking good for that dragon. What about you? Make a dex save. Come on. To use another resistance. Christ. We'll take half. And the one that is stunned is an auto failure, given it's, well, stunned. And we'll take the full damage. Boop. And wakes out of its stupor. Good morning. There we are.
It's afternoon.
It's actually evening.
Yeah, then I'll duck back down. That'll be my turn.
Okay. End of your turn. Another tail attack is being made. Against the Praetor. God damn it. Nope. Fucking dragons, man. They're supposed to be better than this. That brings us back. Alright, to this dragon. Alright, another strength check to get free from the foot. Please. For God's sakes.
Fail.
Why? They're all rolling 7s and 8s. It's stupid. Fuck. This white dragon is
to be
thrashing.
And
My
taking
first
12 more
four rolls
acid
were like
damage.
Hey, this is the duality of power. You can deal a lot of damage, but then you suck at everything else.
Yup.
You can. This dragon is in agony. It's bleeding at the mouth in a matter of seconds of facing up against this Praetor and is giving off roars that echo down the coastline. And that's its go. And now it's back to the Praetor.
Cobweb screaming right back. Alright, let's see. I suppose
Now,
another
are you keeping
multi-attack.
track
Or
of the-
actually,
Are you keeping track of the damage you're taking for...
I am. It's on the sheet if you look. I don't know what the little bar at the bottom is, but it's not moving with me. Yeah.
Okay, I think it's just two different instances. Oh, I see. Okay, the token instance is different from the sheet instance. Okay. Oh, whatever. That's fine.
Okay. Okay. We're going for a slam on this one, and then the 2 work beams are going to each of them.
Okay. Roll those attacks.
Here's the slam. Rah! Come on and slam. Ain't no fucking way.
Well, because this creature is prone, it has advantage.
Fair enough.
Better.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Alright, let's go.
Ow! This creature's barely alive.
Zap.
There it is.
Which one's that
Casual.
going to?
Casual 36. We'll say this one, Mr. Sleepy in the water there.
Ow!
Second one. Raw.
That's a lot of dice.
Wait,
That's
that's
the
the
wrong
wrong
thing
one.
again.
Wrong one.
I should make those a little more distinct.
Yeah.
In the same color. Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
Zap, zap. Okay, that's all I can do. Ah, bite me!
You could use your stomp, you know. Once again,
I could
you could
stomp
stomp
again.
again.
Right. Fuck.
Just stand on it.
Thunk.
All right, this guy's below in the water, so I would say it was exempt. However, this one here, let's see. Oh boy. Yeah, I even if it succeeded, how do you kill this adult light dragon?
What is it? Seeing its little wingies poking out, Cobweb just sort of grabs both of them, and without removing his foot, he pulls up. And that's it.
Oh, hell yeah.
This thing gives off one final roar, echoing through all the coastline.
Gives a different meaning to the word defenestration.
And collapses one final time, lifeless. Alright. Well, holy shit. Okay. Oh shit. Nadira.
Which of the other two has taken more damage so far?
They're roughly the same.
Roughly the same. Cool.
Although, actually, this one's below the coastline, so the one you can really see right now is this guy.
Is this bitch?
You have a
Alright,
shot
fine.
between the legs of the Predator.
Fine. Alright. I guess I'll hit that one. We love Spell Sniper making it so I can shoot far away.
Ooh. Oh, boy.
You're good at con. Meh. I know.
Alright, come on. Pull it together. Come on, man!
There's no way.
Well, that did a large number on this thing.
No
Nothing
Supriya.
behind my corner.
Is the other dragon within 10 feet of it?
Oh, yeah.
No, that's
It's not.
yeah.
It's not dead.
Oh, no, yeah,
Oh,
that's only
only
if it dies,
dead.
it explodes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, I'm done.
That brings us to. Oh, what?
Doesn't it? It takes the additional acid damage at the end of its turn.
Thank you for reminding me. Let me scroll back up and apply that. I should have just applied it outright, to be honest.
I think it was like
Thank you.
16.
12.
I already, yeah, 12. Thank you for that. That's this thing's turn. It's time for payback! This thing flies up, and it's multi-attack, motherfucker! You got a bite and 2 claws coming at you.
Oh.
Ooh, okay.
B-Man, since it's making an attack towards a creature within 30 feet of me,
Mm-hmm.
could I technically warding flare that 25?
Mm-hmm.
I will
Flashbang.
do that just so, there we go. Let me post
How's it
the...
going, bros? Flashbang here.
There we go. Just so, I'm not fucking around.
Deploying
Yeah.
flashbang.
Deploying flash.
Okay. Okay, so it makes the attack with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So the 25 and the 24 are a hit.
Mm-hmm.
And just hold your horses for a second on this. Let me see. The claw would rake and it bites down, only for this dragon to recoil in pain as it just bit into solid heliostone. According to the stat block, you double check. No. The dragon's attacks are not magical and do no fucking damage except for the 4 cold damage to the Predator. So it completely negated the claw attack.
Does his teeth hurt after? Oh yeah, no, never mind.
Yeah,
Usually
there's a
that is-
couple teeth that fall out of this thing's mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Dibs.
He You bitch.
They have plenty of teeth. You can take them when they're dead.
That is true. I want
Yeah,
to
that-
scoff him.
Whole flurry of blows. You only took 4 damage. It was just from the cold of the bite. You are immune to their physical damage. Oh well, that's right. I get to roll a d6 to maybe get the breath back. Come on! Fuck you.
Oh.
Alright. Is there anything this thing can? Not really. Erythol.
Oh boy, it's my turn.
Yep.
How far away are these buggers? Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Just within range of cantrip.
Uh-oh.
Let's go, buddy.
Oh
bong.
boy. Hey, is that one actually injured?
Oh, yeah, I think
they're
they're both
they're
injured.
hurt. Not quite bloody, but they're hurt.
I make my DC
Yeah.
15 with some save.
Bing bong.
Come on, man. It's only 15. I have... Okay, good. It passed.
Oh, okay. I shall continue to cower behind the barrels.
Smart move.
He just rings a bell. That's it.
Ding!
Ding.
This one
More
moves up.
cowbell.
I'm gonna roll a d6. Come on, mama! Fuck! Alright, it's going for the multi-attack. Bite and 2 claws. I might as well not even roll damage or roll attacks for the claws because it literally can't hurt you. And it's a good thing, too!
Oh,
Ooh.
The bite
Nice.
misses.
Oh.
As these creatures are beginning to understand at a pretty fast rate that they're outmatched here.
Kill 'em.
Jax, though.
Okay. What do I have? What is the range on this? Oh, it is! Awesome. I'll just throw 2 Eldritch Blasts on the lower one since it's within 120.
Okay.
I forgot, I need to change this. So, 14 and 17. You want to use both of those for the thing? Yeah, I know, I need to go back and change that. I don't like it. Because
Give me a
it's
second
2.
here.
I don't think either of them hit.
Yeah, no.
Cool.
You hate to see it.
And then, I guess, because that's action. Let's see. Where'd my ruler go? I guess I'll have the echo. No, that's not moving, that's ruler. My echo's gonna go here. I believe that's where I ended it. And then I'm gonna swap with him. And then run up to the priest, because that would be within 30 feet. Oh, that's still not moving. And then the echo does go away, I believe.
Yeah, if it's more than 30 feet. Actually, you're right
No,
at 30,
he
so it
stays
should be
there.
fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. That would be it.
All right. At that, they are both going to be making tail attacks. Let's see. Nope, they do not get past that thick AC. Disa.
Let's see. I'll go ahead and target the one below me with a good old-fashioned dissonant whispers.
Gets it in.
Yeah,
Which one?
the one below me.
I can't see where you are. All right.
Oh, here. Let me poke my head out a little bit. There you go.
There you go. All right. Let's see how it does. It succeeds. Okay.
So
taken half.
half as much damage.
Roll damage.
Wow.
7 psychic.
Alright. Okay. Anything else?
No.
Didn't you say you were 100 feet up?
Yeah.
The range is 60 feet.
Yeah, I imagine I dig down to cast that.
Okay, so this thing is at effectively ground level now. And you're 100 feet up, so you move 40 feet. What's your fly speed?
Let me check. My speed is 30. Oh. I guess to make sure I can get enough downward, I'll go ahead and use Mantle of Inspiration again.
Okay.
Myself and the fucking cobweb again.
Use it on me, yeah! Oh yeah, it's time.
Well, let me see. They have to be within 60 feet if you're for 100 feet straight. Actually, no, it's 75 feet tall. So yes, you can do that. All right, cool. Okie dokie. At the end of your go, let me see. Yeah, Dagny.
Okay. Everything's moving quickly now. Don't want to risk. I am. Because, see the Praetor moving, I don't want to stay in one spot, so I am, this is a well right here, right?
Yep.
Are the walls of it tall enough for me to hide behind?
You're gonna have to duck down a good amount, but yeah.
Perfect. I'm gonna go ahead, use my movement. Wait. I need it. Go ahead. Crouch down behind here. Using my action to hide.
Make a stealth roll. And this matters too. These things are pretty good. Ooh.
Oh. Oh no.
Whoops.
All right. Anything else from you?
Nope, that'll be it.
Okay. I didn't realize how dumb these dragons are. Holy shit.
I fucking told you, they're all instinct, man.
This dragon is kill. Praetor.
Fuck him up.
Oh yeah,
Hook 'em
it's
up.
time. I meant to use it this time.
Oh shit!
Let's go.
Thank you for the setup, Tisa.
Let's go.
All right. Let's see the deck saves. Uh-oh. One passes and one fails. Everyone witnesses the white circular protrusion on the Praetor's chest begins to glow very brightly. Energy would begin to swirl around it, and there's this blinding white aura that begins to hum. And before long, the closest one fails and takes that full radiant.
Cast Hyper Beam.
And that one's taken half. Ouch. Big ouch.
Owie.
Okay. And let me see. They can't move with their legendary actions, which kind of sucks. Alright. Nadira.
How are they looking after their time in the microwave?
This one's big ouchie. This one's slightly smaller ouchie.
I'm gonna... It doesn't matter how far away they are. They're not farther than I can get. Okay.
Give it the big squeeze on their heart.
Give them the big squeeze. So many dice.
Oh god. Alright, I imagine you're putting on the weaker one.
Yeah, a little bit. How far away is he anyway? Oh, I could still hit him at.
Yeah, you have to scoot a little bit, but yes, you can do that on that one.
I have spell sniper, so no, I don't.
No, you don't. Never mind. That changes
I'll be back,
things.
bitch.
All right. Con save. Come on, buddy. You're good at these. It succeeds, and we'll take half. Ow. Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. This dragon just took a serious hit and just spotted someone that is out of cover, and it has become pretty clear this is a losing fight. So, let's have it do a roll real quick. Okay. Movement speed. Yes.
Oh no, Dagny.
Hello.
Destroy her!
How you doing?
Mr. Electric, send her to the principal's office.
Dagny, you have a bite coming at you from this dragon.
Send him to the Mega K zone.
Okay, so this is gonna suck.
Oh god. No.
Ooh.
Oh Jesus.
You take that much damage.
I was.
That
expecting-
is 32. I think it's
40.
41.
Okay, so... Hold on.
32
so,
plus 8 is 40.
Okay, so that temp HP is gone. And then... Why full damage. Ow!
That's 40. Uh-huh. And you have a claw coming at you. This thing is in a injured rage with animalistic hatred in its eyes. And there is one claw coming at you as it is trying to bat you across the way for a 27.
Yeah.
No, it misses.
That is 15 slashing damage.
Ow!
It gets one more. Let's multi-attack.
Ah.
What's your AC?
I mean, if I'm able to do shield, it's 18.
Okay, I recommend shield.
Yeah, I'm gonna use shield.
Okay.
Oh.
You barely stop the claws of this dragon from sinking into you again. In a matter of seconds, death flashes before your eyes. The desperation in this creature, you feel like if it had its way, it may have carried you off. You're not even out of danger yet, Irithal.
Oh boy! My friend just got their shit rocked. Now, here comes the question. Should I cast Fireball on Dag...
Oh my god.
Yeah, fry the dragon's food.
No. KFD.
Hello?
Hello?
I would like to cast...
Alright, Oh. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Let me just check something real quick. There's that.
Oh, hi,
and
Jack.
then there's... Wait, did one of the
Oh, no, that's my
dragons just
echo.
fucking delete itself again?
Looks like it.
Yeah, it was up here.
That's a shame.
I
Let me
thought
go...
he left when no one was looking.
Let me just fetch a new one.
Just vanish from time, space, and eternity.
Brand new one with full health
I'm not sure how. I'm not sure what its health was looking like. I'm gonna generalize. No, I think it was higher. Yeah, that looks about right. I'm just going by the length of the bar here. All right. Anyways, fucking technical difficulties aside, it needs to make that on save. It will succeed.
It's still half damage, so 11 radiant.
Ow. All right.
Not my idea. It failed. I'm going to... Okay, who out of this entire group within 60 feet has been injured?
Me. Dagny.
Acne.
And I believe that's... And then you. And I think that's
To
it.
heal the Praetor, that one takes in most importance.
Well, it's healing. It's mass healing word. It's upcasted at 4th level.
Better than
Healing.
nothing.
12 health for myself, for Jax, and Dagny.
All right. Anything else?
No, that's all.
Okay.
He turns around. Time to
Happy.
fuck you up.
End of your turn. There is a tail coming towards Dagny.
Oh god.
Shit.
That's a 25 to hit.
Can I warding flare that?
Sure. an
Just so
attack.
it uses it up again.
Shit.
That is still a 25 to hit you.
Ah!
Oh.
I
The
you
good
can't
news
say I didn't
is-
try.
It rolled extremely fucking low. I am kind of butthurt about this. Fucking 9 damage. Just get whipped by this tail, just by the tip.
Just the
It
tip.
just pokes her in the chest real hard.
Alright. And that's its go.
What a weird sexual this session.
Jack still.
Hey, I wonder who started them.
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay.
seriously.
As if it would be anything else.
So let's see here. Okay, so I move 10 feet up. Have that move 10 feet, and then I want to swap with my bonus action.
Okay. You can just like move and then swap the tokens yourself. You don't need me for that.
Yeah. I just want to make it known. And then, because that was a bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. Where did it just fucking go? I guess. And then it moved 10 feet, so it still has 20, so it can go. Does that just go here? And then I will. I guess. Yeah. I guess I'll just attack the dragon. Let's just see what fucking happens. Try to get it away from the tiny woman.
Ooh.
Well, shit. Yeah, those hit. Ow.
And it's magical damage, so it doesn't half it
doesn't
or
matter.
whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
And
with this
then
one.
is it still alive? I would
Yep.
assume.
It is alive.
Then I'm going to action surge wherever that is in my thing.
Oh shit.
Where did it go? Well, okay, I'm gonna action surge. Yep. And then that doesn't give me any movement. That just gives me more actions.
It's another
Yeah.
action.
Yeah. Okay. I
It
guess I'll
does
just
let you
attack.
dash though.
Yeah. Yeah, but I can't dash through the dragon. So.
Yeah.
But I guess I'll just attack it again.
Okay. Yeah, that first attack hits. Devin, how do you slay the dragon?
Oh
So
shit.
I assume that based on how I did this, you see me and the Echo run in tandem. We suddenly swap, and in the middle of the swap, I just aim just slashing at it, just not even Yeah, and just going crazy, just hitting it in, like, Skyrim execution dragon style.
You get on top of this thing's head, and
Yeah.
in a similar fashion to the first one, would give its death throes before finally collapsing to the ground. You just killed the dragon.
Oh, fuck yeah.
All right, that's your go.
That's revenge.
Oh, right, this dragon
Yeah.
didn't get an initiative when I re-rolled it. I suppose it'll go at the end of all this then. Okay, that would bring us to this one's turn, and it, having some semblance of self-preservation, assesses the situation, and it determines, fuck this. It gives off one final roar
Leaving?
and shoots off up into the clouds. And disappears. Ending combat, which is a perfect opportunity to take a 15-minute break.
Hell yeah.
I can't believe we all just lived.
Well,
Yeah, I imagine. No, go ahead. You finish what you were saying.
We do have literally a mech from Pacific Rim with us, so
Big
No.
stompy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
how
but you also
dare
have me. You also have me. I
Yeah.
entered melee with it
Yeah, you
without
did.
big mech.
Yeah, you
Fair
did.
enough.
Yeah, that was actually pretty fucking cool of a moment. Gain a point of inspiration.
Oh hell yeah. My full plan was to somehow, if I didn't kill it, somehow get behind it over to where Dagny was and then
cut off its balls.
do some other stuff. Yeah.
If it's 2 size categories larger than you, you can move in its space. You just can't end your turn there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just considered difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Oh, I didn't know that. Anyways, 15.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okie dokie.
Deploying Seagull! Everything is better when it is wetter.
What airport are we flying into?
Amazon,
The one with the planes.
Yes.
why are you so mean to Deeza?
What?
San Antonio, that's right. Okay.
Because she's a bird brain.
And whose fault is that?
Not mine.
The creator god, probably.
Airport shuttle. Perfect.
Where the hell are you going to San Antonio for?
Eric's cousin's getting married
Dang you when
You
the fucking dragon got near.
Texas.
in Tejas. I know. Well, my brother
Hey.
was stationed in Tejas for a couple of years, so like I've
Hey.
been there a cajillion times.
It was... I can't remember, was that where we went for Eric's bachelor party? Was it
I
San
don't even
Antonio?
know where you hoes went. I know somewhere in Texas, but
Yeah, but we had... Oh, dude, Texas was so much fucking fun.
Oh, hey, Bean Daddy there? Guess not. Oi.
No, he does that annoying breathing noise when he joins.
Hurtful.
But true.
You know, I do think it's weird. The whole devil contract thing from earlier. Because I'm the one who gave the signature, but it was his property that was traded for it. Doesn't really make sense, to be honest. How could I
They stole
rightfully-
my shit.
Yeah, no, like, how could I rightfully sign away someone else's property?
That's probably what he was counting on.
I don't know.
No, because I'm just thinking what, like, the whole devil rules that they exist by.
I mean, yeah, they're bound by contracts. They're not expecting you to read it, though.
Well, I mean... It just because you signed it, it could affect the group on a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah, because one thing about it is you can sign away other people's souls.
Yeah.
You can sacrifice entire villages, you know.
Yeah. That's literally what happens in freaking Descent into Avernus.
Mm-hmm.
Elturel was basically had this thing for protection, and when the contract became null and void, it was basically descending into hell.
I always thought, like, oh, I'll trade away the souls of the people, but I thought it'd be like a thing that you would have to kill those people for it to actually matter?
Necessarily.
Hmm.
I mean, depends.
Oh.
Because it could be, hey, I can give you all, you come here to where I am. You could take everybody else but me in this town. And it gives you freedom to do whatever. And
It's
then
just-
I
Hey,
get...
you little shithead, stop
and
it.
It's so weird though, because
I
you
get
could be
cool
like the
magic.
devil, like, hey, give me a magic sword, and in exchange, you can have the soul of one of my most hated enemies. Like,
Yeah.
that
They'd
doesn't-
love that, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends.
They'd still have to take the soul, of course.
I guess, but
but devils they like to focus on the fine print, so
Hmm.
I'd say the hidden print, usually.
that too, yeah.
Kind of like genies and their wishes and everything in other forms of media.
I like to think of it sort of like you know how in the Santa Claus how that clause was sort of made into the border around the card
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, actually, yeah.
and putting on the suit and entering the sleigh.
I'm just not realizing too. Why did people ask me to roll to see how well I understood something when I didn't understand it at all?
I mean, you had a point. You were looking into people's minds, learning how to speak and understanding language syntax. That maybe you would understand some words.
Yeah, but it just ended up being a different language anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you could also
I'm
think
back.
of it
No,
just as,
literally, that investigation
like-
roll was to
okay.
decipher whether or not it was infernal or not.
Oh,
And because you rolled
yeah.
really good, you got the whiff of brimstone, which to a cute character would realize, oh, this is undoubtedly a fiend.
well, yeah, I kind of got that immediately.
Yeah, but you didn't have you didn't have confirmation. But
Yeah.
I mean, you're trying to read something that you have no chance to understand. What do you want?
I mean, you figured out that it was written in Infernal. Especially since I think you've seen it before, technically.
Yeah.
If you roll a 1, you'd be like, hey, I don't know what this is, and you wouldn't have gotten the tidbit of brimstone.
Yeah, it's Harpy Scratch.
Not everything's black and white.
Well,
Yeah, sometimes they're Asian.
boy,
What
What?
time is our flight Monday? Oh God, we're leaving at 5:30 in the morning.
Going somewhere?
Tejas.
Tejas.
What?
Tejas next
going
weekend.
to another freaking wedding.
I have 6 this year.
You need to just, like, not
Not
know
have
as
friends?
many people.
Yeah, you know too many people.
Look, I had a 300-person wedding, guys. Leave me alone.
That was a
well, I
wild
hear-
day.
It's not
We
that
were
you-
all drunk and it was fabulous.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
drunk at 8 a.m.
Who
Oh,
cares?
yeah, I know.
I'm,
Yeah,
I'm not
that
saying it's a
was
bad thing. I'm saying
wonderful.
that's fucking was great.
Yeah, I mean, what was it? We
doesn't
had
wanna be
barely gotten
blasted?
into the dressing room, and they're like, "Hey, what do you want for drinks?" And we all looked at each other and went, "Like coffee?" And they're like, "No, anything." And everybody went,
Hair of the dog.
"Alcohol." I think
That's when we
I
cracked open.
remember.
Yeah, that's when
Yeah.
we cracked open the Pink Whitney.
Yeah.
We got up at 4:30 to start getting ready because there were so many of us, and because we were doing the first look, obviously it was like, okay, gotta like have to be done, and so I was so anxious. And Celeste just takes nips out of her bag and she's like, "Here," and so I just shot back 2 nips because I was gonna vomit.
Oh yeah, because alcohol helps with that.
Yeah, it
Oh
does.
yeah, it helps everything.
Well, it helps with the anxiety.
All right, I
Let's
think
see.
are we all
All right.
back, or is
Are we?
Kyo
Is it,
vanished
I'm
into the
looking for the
ether?
photo of us beyond plastered. Where is it?
I
Brandon, there's a
vanished
good
into
photo
the
of you
ether.
beyond plastered.
God
Wait.
himself could not retrieve me.
I think we're good to continue.
Mm.
That's Noah beyond plastered.
Dude,
I'm gonna find it.
He is hilarious when he's hammered.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know when he's not faking being drunk. I don't know why the hell he does that.
as if it's not
Because it's
totally
fun.
obvious.
Anyways, picking things up, the remaining dragon would go careening off up the coastline in the opposite direction from whence it came. You would all see this and get the idea in your heads that 3 dragons descending upon the Praetor and then only one fleeing while injured sends a clear message to any threats that may be present here. There's a moment of peace, and after all the roaring has calmed down, there is nothing remaining but the crashing of waves, leaving you free to act.
I'm gonna go scavenge this body over here.
Would I remember how many dragons attacked me in the first place?
A lot! You couldn't really
Okay,
count them
so-
all.
Okay, so more than 3 is basically what I was aiming for.
Yeah.
And a lot is more.
It's higher than 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, like after the attack she sustained, like she's kind of leaning against the wall of this well. It is just she's trying to get up, but she keeps slipping because her legs are kind of weak from the severity of the attack.
I guess Jax walks up, holds out his hand. Need a hand there, boss?
Yeah, she goes ahead and sort of reaches out and basically grabs your forearm and kind of strains to pull herself up. And then you watch her kind of pull out, like you see her pull out a cane that has a dragon's head on it, and there's like a crystal, a smooth crystal bead in its mouth. And she kind of sets it down and sort of pushes herself up the rest of the way, and she's just groaning in pain, sort of
Ironic.
clutching around the area where the dragon bit her.
Anyhow, while they're having a party over there, this injured dragon, with all the damage it took, I imagine pretty much I'm looking for a snack of the dead dragon.
Right. And this is a large creature that is dead here. The scales, as you go up and test it, are quite tough. You think it might behoove you to ask for help if you're going to try to extract anything off this powerful, even dead animal.
Well, I imagine through the injuries it sustained, there are wounds I can kind of dig into, or no?
This is some pretty tough meat, even with the wounds. So I'm going to say to try to extract something edible for this. I guess this is a nature check. Try to extract meat off of a body of a creature.
I imagine that would be more survival.
That's I was about
Oh,
to
right,
say.
survival. Yeah, just see if you can roll a survival roll here.
Yeah. While I'm doing that, though, I am flapping my wings and yelling out to the big stone, Bob! Hey, Bob! Rip this thing.
Cobweb is staring off into space, arms outstretched in a state of abject euphoria.
I have killed. I have become death.
You killed multiple dragons. You're on top of the world.
He sort of what as he looks over. Thung, thung. He crouches down like what is it? His forearms on his knees, and he's like holds out his hand like, "What do you want? What is it?"
I've never eaten dragon before. Can you help me rip this thing up so I can get some meat?
On it as he picks it up, picks the body up, and goes to twist it. Give it a good twist.
You would yank off multiple parts of the dragon at the limbs, the tail, like all of it, and with your immeasurable strength behind piloting this Praetor, it's a fool's errand to shred this thing into more workable strands of meat. And these are, again, huge creatures. And at the help of a Helios Stone helper, there is meat abound.
Do I still need the check or no?
No, not with that.
Hmm.
Yeah, no. Diesel will descend on chunks of meat and eat it raw.
It's particularly difficult to chew, especially being raw. And even your first few bites, you feel your mouth go numb as it is remarkably cold. But it's quite delicious, unlike anything you've had before. Very savory.
I want to raid this dragon over here.
Nature check.
Okay.
Unless if you're having help.
I'll roll for it, I guess. It's fine.
Oh.
Woo! Who
Hey.
fucking cares?
I guess my question is, what are you trying to get out of this? Like, are you doing anything in
I want
particular?
to take teepees. I want to take like a couple of teepees, not all the teepees. I want to take some scales. Some flesh probably wouldn't be a bad thing, because then we could cook and eat it. But mostly, yeah, I just want like some scales, teepees, and some meat. Not like a ton of it, though.
Being a druid really helps in your ways here, and you, through going for the weakened teeth when this thing tried to bite onto Helios Stone fruitlessly, you're able to collect 10 dragon teeth. And there's plenty of loose, intact scales. There's 6 that you can get just from a quick couple of moments of getting what you can. These scales have a natural chill to them, and they feel as hard as steel. And you do get a good 20 pounds of meat just through working on the mouth that you can use however you want.
Excellent. Nose. Yep, 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 yep. I can't spell dragon.
Dargan.
Can I take? I think I have an empty jar. I had an empty jar. Do I still have an empty jar? I don't know if I still do.
Hmm.
Gotta keep
Oh,
track.
I guess. Wait. I'm really bad at keeping track, which is why I'm putting all this dragon stuff in here, because I have not been keeping track of my shit at all.
Yeah, Cobweb's just gonna trundle over, sit sort of on the edge of the shore with his little leggies dangling.
How many scales did I take?
7.
6.
Or,
Oh, never
10.
mind.
yeah,
took
7,
scales.
whatever.
I took
we'll
meat.
go with 7.
Oh, and then I took teeth. I took those
Yeah.
two. That's the other thing I took.
10 of those.
10 teeth, yeah.
10
Mhm.
teeth, 7 scales. Got it. I know what I did. There we go. I fucked up. Okay. Fix this one. Dumbass.
I will say, just looking around here, the old, decrepit supplies that long ago maybe was a bustling town side. If you were looking for a jar to collect blood, there is a couple laying around, although they are in terrible condition. They are very grimy and having collected ocean water and rain for who knows how long. They will need to be cleaned first.
Okay, I'll
Let's-
take a couple of jars, like 2 or 3. I'll clean them out to the best of my ability, obviously, like using my clothes being all gross and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I just want to take 1 jar of blood, and then I want to take an eyeball.
All right, with your crit easily done.
Lit. 1 eyeball and a jar of blood.
What's the rest of the party doing?
So, because I was as far as I made it to that frozen, where I was frozen, or did I make it there and then to Osora and then run away?
You made it to. You're talking about like what happened the days leading up to this.
Yeah, did I make it anywhere in the city or just like outer wall and then flee from dragon attack, or was that
You
as far
largely
as my
kept to
entire
the
route?
outskirts of Osora prior to the attack, so you never really went too far in. You know your way around some of the outer stretches. There was on the day the attack happened, you did go deeper in, not quite towards the center, but it was more like a one shot, and you were in the company of other travelers, and it was around this garden area where you encountered the large war machine that contained the soul lantern.
Okay. If everybody's ready to move, that the large thing that I found, I want to bring you to. I think you'll understand it.
Ow.
And if you can't walk, boss, just hop on my back.
You'll be alright, right, Dagny? I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on her. For 12 healing.
Yeah. Like, you cast that, and, like, her breathing becomes marginally better. Like, she was kind of wheezing a little bit, and that subsides by a lot. I'll be okay, Jaxel. Attacks like those coming out of nowhere. They still catch me off guard. No matter how careful I am.
Diesel will burp loudly in the background and look over to Dagny. You should eat some. It'll make you heal faster.
Maybe for you.
Perhaps after cooking it. Would that be cannibal? Are white dragons sentient?
Marginally, not as sentient as
Okay,
some
well,
chromatics.
we're not going to entertain that idea anymore. Well,
Raw meat's fine.
Like I said before, white dragons are the more bestial of the chromatics. They're more beast than sentient being.
well,
Very
Jax, looks
tasty.
like you got back at them for freezing you.
Oh hell yeah!
That was you?
Yeah, you're goddamn right.
Thank you. Suppose taking a trophy wouldn't be out of the question. As she'll,
Yeah,
Stand
you
up.
survived a dragon attack. Take everything.
well, I don't think I'll need much. I am gonna approach the dragon's head and start extracting some teeth.
Okay. Given the work the preacher done, there's a good pile on the ground. There'd be 7 that you can just pick up.
Yeah, I'll pick those up.
Love how everyone's just grabbing dragon teeth at this point.
I
Kind of
mean,
and to miss an opportunity like this, you know.
I mean, in any sense, it's worth it to take any part of a dragon.
In my belly.
Any loose scales nearby?
Yeah, there's a bunch. They're widely fractured, but they're still mostly intact and in good workable condition. About 5 in this description.
Okay, pick those up.
Hey, dog. Dog,
Yes, Diza.
what is a trophy?
Sort of a prize for winning.
Accomplishing a
Something.
great feat.
Yes.
Okay.
Like you collecting your shinies.
But, I mean, shinies are nice. Nice to look at. Shiny when the light hits them just right. This thing's kind of
Wait.
ugly. Why would you
But
want to
do you
keep it
remember-
ugly?
To remember. Because you remember where you find your shinies, right? The place where you find them?
Of course.
These teeth and these scales would be the same for me.
how'd you forget already? We're still here, though.
Bruh.
Well,
For the
I
future.
can. Yes, I can remember now, but in the future, I can look back at these and remember.
Okay.
As a quick thing, can you, like, delete my, echo token?
Hmm.
I am unable
Sure.
to do so.
I banish
whatever
my
reason.
demons.
Alrighty, so...
Hmm?
So... I kinda know how to get to this garden area where I found this war machine.
Okay.
So if we're all done taking teeth and scales and all the meat, which I'd like some later,
Of course.
I say we move.
Right. Before we go, just looking into this well, does it seem like clean water, drinkable water?
This water does not seem any much different from the water from the currents. Given the long neglect, it probably would need to be prepared before just sipping. You can see this bird droppings along the side that are streaking down into the water. There's plenty of moss.
Right. If we're all ready to go.
Almost. Hey, Paul, can I see your backpack?
Sure.
Once he hands it over, I begin stuffing it with dragon meat.
Oh shit.
Just next time he goes in there, oh god, it's so squishy.
Yeah,
Well, this
just
thing
I
was
just look
twisted,
around.
so I imagine it's like, it's a fucking mess.
Yeah, it's definitely been torn to shreds.
Nadira, Cobweb, we're moving.
Okay.
As for Cobweb, as you're
Can he even park
staring,
that thing?
as you're staring off into the ocean, it's a feeling of euphoria and peace, both of your triumph of truly being the biggest and having protected your friends, and the song of the ocean waves crashing is just a cherry on top. Although there is a curious feeling in addition to all this, something about the water. It's mesmerizing, but there's something more to it, as if it is watching you in a way. Like you're being observed.
Oh,
It's
great.
nothing strong, it's just a weird sensation in the back of your head.
Hmm. Well, I imagine Cobweb just sort of tries to block it out because this is sort of a profoundly like religious moment for him.
Yeah, given the circumstances, it keeps coming back every so often, but it's easy to push out of your head. You won't let any distractions take you away from this moment.
Sort of half hearing Dagny, he wordlessly places the palm of his hand facing up on the ground.
I'll go approach and stand on the hand.
You do so.
Cobweb?
He sort of half looks over to Nadira, and then Arathal, and then Disa.
Tisa's stuffing her face to the very last moment.
He's like,
Disa,
shit,
make a con
well, fair
save.
enough." Oh, shit.
See, I knew it was coming.
Great freeze!
This time that you're enjoying this exotic, wonderful meat, you've almost been ignoring the growing sensation in your stomach as you feel your chest begin to chill more and more, to the point where breathing is now becoming a bit labored, and you come up for air and you realize this. The more you eat this meat and just stuff it as it is, the more your stomach begins to almost feel like it's freezing over, and you think you better stop because it's grown to a significant pain.
Alright.
Brain freeze.
Stomach freeze, rather.
Gut freeze.
I'll go towards the nice, inviting spectral fire.
Okay. It does help to a point.
Yeah,
I presume
Cobweb
everyone is embarking.
Yeah, Cobweb lifts these three up on and sort of over to Nadira, offering the same.
I climb up.
That's what's up. Cobweb collects the wings that he tore off and sort of rolls them up parchment style. It goes.
Probably
Easily
like all
done.
the bones
That's a
breaking,
special
too.
tool that'll help us later.
All right. And everyone
Alrighty,
would.
Dragon Slayer. Let's move out.
All right. And move you do.
Show me your moves.
Round of perception rolls. And for Cobweb, you can roll through the eyes of the Predator, since you are perceiving all your senses through it. That's a +8 to perception.
Hey!
Holy shit! It cracked the glass. That's so cool. I love that.
Oh, I missed it. My character thing was in the way.
Aww.
Oh, motherfucker, I still didn't beat Aerithal. This is crazy.
Damn, that's crazy. You take those thundering steps and proceed further along the coastline, and this sea breeze would clear, and you would get a good view at the landscape before you. Despite being heavily assaulted and worn down to the sands of time and a troubled past, Osora is quite serene. You can see that there's almost white marbled walls that make up different elevations of this kingdom that once was. There's what appears to be tidal pools that make up these large, deep bodies of water at multiple elevations. There's collections of buildings of all of different size, shape, and purpose throughout all the different elevations, leading up to these higher buildings which overlook everything. And for a moment, it almost looks like you're looking at Highshire had the circumstances of its inception be different. It's quite striking. Everyone has a pretty damn good perception roll. And as you begin to stride deeper into the fallen kingdom of Osora, you see there's a few recurring statues that depict these strange regal creatures.
Oh, the fish people.
Desolate.
Thank you.
Ah, the fish people.
I think just seeing the beauty of this place for her, she just on instinct alone is going to cast sending and send a message to Elias.
There we are. Remind me who you're sending this to?
Elias. Or Elijah, whatever his name was.
Oh!
It would probably help to remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, who the hell?
Elijah.
Yep. You would feel your message go out across Helios, and it would reach a mind on the far side, and the line is open.
Elijah, I've made it to Osora. Beautiful. Highshire would have a run for its money. I wish you could see it.
It goes out. There's a pause, and then a voice comes back. I knew you'd be alive. That sounds awesome. I know you're gonna take me too. Someday. Yeah? Better.
I think just hearing him and she, like, tears are welling up in her eyes and she just starts laughing. Like,
One thing that is noticeable to everyone passing overhead as you go by all of these tide pools, it's a very interesting composition. They're deep, definitely intended to be made that way, and it's rather clear, the water, which is interesting considering that this place has been abandoned for so long. Looking down, you can see that at the bottom of these pools are these large tunnels that almost seem to link one pool to another, as if there's an underwater network. Like there's a lower portion to this place that you're just not seeing. You do notice that a lot of these walls are crumbled, and some of these tide pools are at lower elevations because they sustained so much damage. There's some clear signs of war that have torn pieces of this place to nothing. There's these large tracks that move in linear lines that just leave devastation in its wake. These trenches that are formed for, you can only assume to be the warpath of hellfire engines. There's ancient scorch marks to accompany this, further supporting the theory.
just look at this place.
I got
It really was humanity and the Abyssalists living in harmony.
Here we go. As for Erithal, he rolled pretty damn good. Fucking 29. There would be something of interest that would be spotted by your eyes. There's some larger, almost spire-like protrusions at multiple points along these tide pools. Some buildings, you imagine, are more important than others. One of them is particularly reinforced, but you can see there's a large crack running along one of them. And it almost looks like this is some sort of armory of some kind. You swear you can see inner workings of a whole network of rooms in there. You know this place is inherently dangerous, but looking in the right area, you think that you might be able to find something extraordinary as well.
Aerith will point that out to the group then.
Does that have anywhere... Is that like anywhere near that garden I saw? Or can you remember?
It's not near it, but it's
Okay.
definitely of interest.
Perhaps checking out the armory while we're here before, doing what we have to would be a good idea.
I'm gonna pull out the spyglass and look for any signs of danger around that spire.
Okay. Let me take a look. Give me one moment.
I'm always in the mood for new weapons.
You notice there's something moving along the water, right at the base of that tide pool. And looking closer, you recognize this creature. You have spotted it once before. It seems they exist on this landmass as well. There's this floating mass with a singular eye and many tentacles. It's looking down at the water at its own reflection and is prodding at it very curiously.
kind of seeing it and remembering back to the first time she saw it, she will point it out to Erythol and say, "We need to be very careful. Those things, they absorb life force the last time I saw one."
Just great.
But it seems inquisitive about its own reflection right now, so I think if we can get close enough for the Praetor, it shouldn't pose any danger to us. And I will motion for Cobweb to go towards that spire.
All right.
You
You
get another
obliging?
stony thumbs up as he, you know.
All right. You would approach this cracked spire, and this creature, examining itself, looks up towards the approaching Praetor, and you would watch as its tentacles almost shrink and retract into itself, and it seems very visibly intimidated by the approach of the Praetor. It hovers off away from the pool into a higher elevation to seek cover away from your approach.
Alright.
Your intimidation sends a message.
Didn't want to talk with him anyway.
Alright.
I imagine you're making your approach on this tower.
Mm-hmm.
You do so. And you close the gap. There's a large fissure in the top wall. Looks like this may have been an impact mark of something that will allow you to hop inside and see what is within this top floor. And you do notice there's some particular motifs along the white marble. You can see in particular a dilapidated white marble mural. It depicts ocean wave motifs, and it seems to be decorated by what looks like a tentacle-like framing along the edges of the carvings. But approach this you would, and you have the option to hop in to check out this abandoned tower.
Yeah, I imagine he places both hands on the wall and sort of hops it fence style, trying not to fucking obliterate everything on his way down.
That you
Don't
do.
burst the dam.
Yeah, fair enough.
Is there a piece small enough that of this mural that I can pick up?
You'd have to break it off, and it's a big stone mural.
Fair enough.
I mean, just say the word.
I'm Zeus
my lord.
Superman.
All right.
Do you think you could break off a piece of this mural for me?
Done.
Make a sleight of hand check with the Praetor if you're gonna do that.
Oh
because
shit.
you could very easily level this whole thing.
Fair enough. All right, let's
Well,
see
this
here.
is gonna be interesting.
Hiya! Oh no!
Very interesting.
A slight twitch of your hand, and you would deepen the crack on this thing, and instantly part of the roof and wall would collapse as Disa is attempting to make her entrance. Disa, make a quick dex save for me. Some flying chunks of rock would clip your wing as you have a hard landing. You take 10 bludgeoning damage, and you land on the hard stone, avoiding the part that just collapsed thanks to the work of the Praetor.
Ooh.
And you
Maybe that was
lose
a bit
your...
too ambitious.
Yeah, Cobweb's just holding out his hands like he just stepped on his dog on accident, like, oh shit, my bad.
Disa, you're a bit dazed and a little scared by the display of power. You look up, and you would notice there is this in front of you.
Whoa.
A big guy.
Whoa.
Neat.
Big old suit of armor, neglected and a little rusted around the edges. Even the sea breeze that's pretty prominent here, but you think that this thing is designed for the ocean. It looks really shiny, but it's really heavy, but it's really cool. There's actually 3 of these in the room, and there's little anchor points for more.
Wait, what are we looking at?
So, is this the armory thing you were talking about that we're looking into?
I
Is it-
pinged the page. I'm not sure if it gave you the actual. Hold on a second.
No,
It's the abyss pressure suit, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
That
so
should have
Yeah.
come up. So
Yeah.
well,
Yeah, I
I
did
got
see that,
cartographer knowledge base, so I don't know why I did that.
it should automatically go towards page 7, or actually for you it's going to be different. Look for there's a new tab called Lost Technology Abyss Pressure Suit.
But are we looking into that, armory thing?
You're
Or is this a
literally
different thing? Okay.
you're looking into it right now. There's
Oh,
other
I
things
thought-
in here.
Okay, no, I thought the mural was on the dam thing. Okay.
It was on the outside of this. The exterior
Okay,
is
yeah.
decorated. But there would be some other things in the room as well. And Disa, along with whoever else is in this place.
I mean, I would think I would try to get in if I can, if it's close enough.
Sure. There's a series of scale mail. Like, there's 3 sets that are on a nearby rack that have these very ornate motifs that is very similar to what you've been seeing, where there's design accents that are reminiscent of ocean waves and tentacles, much like what you've been seeing already in Osora. And there's a few very interesting looking swords. There's one in particular that is glowing. Let me reveal that for you. There is a informational plaque that would describe what this thing is, as well as some basic functionality. This is a +2 weapon.
It is shiny, so Diesel will
Oh, shit.
naturally nab it for the horde.
All right, you obtain the Tide Cutter.
Oh. That's kind of nasty, actually. Nice.
Fancy S word you got there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, there it is.
Searching around, is there anything else? Or is it just like more pressure suits and then the scale mail, like you said?
There is a series of 5 rapiers as well on a nearby rack. And there's the 3 scale mail suits that I also mentioned. There's the 3 pressure suits, which are against the wall and these sort of bracket frames. Although those look very complicated and functionality, it kind of escapes you just at a glance.
Yeah, I don't want a big suit. Is there like stairs or like a ladder? That
There
leads
is
anywhere?
there is a spiral staircase that leads downwards.
If anybody needs me, I'm going down the floor. And then just
Oh shit. We could use these suits to explore those tunnels if we'd like.
well, I mean, if we could figure out how they work.
Yeah. But, I mean, we've got no reason to do that now, but like, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
keeping notes.
Yeah.
What's the issue with
Yeah, Diesel will be distracted and just swinging this thing with a talon leg while standing on the other.
It's quite nimble, and you get a feel for it quite quickly. It flows like water while cutting through the air. It's for Jack still heading down to the lower floor. there's not much of interest down here. You can see there's a variety of tables and chairs, as if this is an area to plan either patrol routes or otherwise. It's almost like an intelligence room. Most of it has either been cleared out, or what little remains has been not well treated due to the salty air, and most of the parchment is degraded beyond anything recognizable.
Damn. I was gonna search for a map, but I guess that doesn't work.
There's a lower floor that leads to the entrance area, but a lot of it is crumbled due to being assaulted by whatever fight took place here.
And then, that floor we popped in on, that was, I'm assuming, is the top floor?
Yes.
Not counting roof? Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll walk back up. And, like, wave down Cobweb to put his hand back if he didn't do it or whatever, so I can hop on.
Yeah, that's what's up. As he sets it down in front of you.
Alrighty. Once the bird's done playing with her new sword, we'll take off.
What is it? As a joke, Cobweb pretends to drop you for a second to grab you at the last second. He's like, whoa, whoa, almost, ha, gotcha. And as he sets him down, he sets him down back on his shoulder.
I should probably get rid of the footstep noises, huh? Unless you're stomping in place.
As he's
Okay. Well, I was hearing... I was hearing that, and I was wondering if that was just like somebody like breathing hard.
Yeah, in response to you wanting to climb back on, he stomps you out.
But yeah, just fucking around with the sword for a bit, Diesel will go back.
No, he's like, that's for kill swooping me, you motherfucker.
Hey, you got one, I got one.
Yeah, fair enough. Wait a minute, we can't talk to each other.
I imagine you're using a series of like suggestive body language to try to talk.
Yeah, fair
We
enough.
don't talk about that.
Using like sign language.
It's
once
a
everybody's
bunch of
back
middle
on the-
fingers.
Yeah, once everybody's back on the hand, I'm gonna use the spyglass to see if there's another point of interest nearby.
In the direction you were heading, you do see another key point of interest. There's a more shallow, semicircular tidal pool that is wrapping around this circular garden area that is almost enclosed by these standing decorative pillars. It's a beautiful sight, although you can see there is this line that is cutting right into it as if a scar into the earth. And it's hard to see, but it looks like a particularly large engine of war tore right through this place. And for Jaxthal, as you see her looking over in that direction, you do spot that would be the garden that you had found the item you're looking for.
Jacksville.
Alrighty, I guess I'll point it out and say, that's the objective.
I'll, close up the spyglass, and I'll point it out for Cobweb to start heading towards.
He gives you the A-OK sign and...
All right. Here we go. The Praetor would take its next steps and gets closer. There's definitely an air of serenity and peace. It's almost contradictory to how much danger you were expecting. You're not sure if you just got lucky or perhaps killing 2 dragons sent a message. Either way, you take advantage. And it wouldn't be long before you close the gap and arrive at this circular garden. What's interesting about this as you get closer, it seems surprisingly well kept, despite the fact that it's seemingly been neglected for over a century. Nothing seems to be too overgrown, although the aforementioned engine of war would come into view. It's this enormous, solid, almost rectangular shape that has this hellish glow coming from it, even now. And to Jax, though, it's interesting. It wasn't glowing the last time you had approached it. And what's even more concerning is the ice that had completely encased this thing is completely gone.
Huh. So that thing was originally in a big piece of ice, like I was. And now I think it's on or on fire. I don't know.
Wait. I'm just getting within 15 feet of it and then examining it.
All right. We'll say you guys are making your approach, and you arrive at the edge of these column pillars that line the entrance to it. And as for the Praetor, you have to step over very carefully to not knock anything over. And you enter the garden.
He's walking like a cartoon robber.
On your tippy toes.
As he's doing tippy toes.
Oh,
You're free to move.
Yeah, I just wanna get like right.
Oh, did you
here.
want to stand right where I moved?
No, you're good. You're good. Just want to get there. Just give it the good once over. And if it reminds me of the generators that were on the Isle of Contempt.
It bears a very strong resemblance. This is infernal iron. You think, without a doubt, this thing made its way from the Isle of Contempt. This war machine is larger than anything you've seen before. It's almost a building unto itself. And you do notice there's a hellish glow coming from multiple points, suggesting that its infernal interior is still active to some degree. Jacksthal, that's a new development. You see, there's a still wet stone over here for the part that isn't trampled to nothing, suggesting that maybe being frozen over activated its way of cooling down, is your best interpretation. It's disconcerting all the same. However, you will remember
Yeah.
the part of interest is right here within.
Okay. I do have a quick question though. How much of this was like encased in ice originally? Like, did it like span out into the garden or any?
A little bit.
Okay, like 10, 15 feet, something like that.
Yes.
Okay.
Disa,
Yeah?
can you
Oops.
lift me up?
Is there enough room that I could... how tall is this?
20 feet tall.
Yeah, we're both short. I don't think we're tall enough for that. Instead, I'll go ahead and swoop down and say, "Don't shake it off." Then I'm casting a spell on her. I am shrinking her. And then picking her up and,
And then eating her.
yes.
You motherfucker.
Bringing her back up here with me.
Okay. You shrink her down. Let me give a little representation of that. Let me see. Become a small creature, right?
Meat from medium to small, yeah.
Hmm.
Little baby man.
Itty bitty.
No, Disa, what are you doing with that jar?
Yep.
Oh, no.
Hoist it up, and you fly over. Imagine you're landing down on top.
Yeah.
Dex save.
Uh,
Just you, Disa.
Okay.
We'll just consider it Dex. You quickly would land down, only to immediately take off in surprise as your talons get slightly burned at the red hot metal up top. You succeed, so you only take half. That is 7 fire damage from burning your talons. This is molten, almost.
Ow. Yeah.
And to everyone else, there is a loud mechanical shudder that you hear coming from over here. As if something shifted from perhaps the heat.
Can I go ahead and dump Dagny where the metal's not burning red hot on top here?
Yeah, I'd say you keep a low fly and just go by feel. It's cool to stand around starting here. After that, it gets quite uncomfortable quite fast.
Yeah, I'll dump baby Dagny here.
Baby Dagny, that's well.
So seeing like that, like obviously she probably like shrieked in pain and everything, and then moved on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see if there's any like switch or button or something that'll like open up a hatch or something or other.
You think back to how you did this before, and you did climb up, and you went in through the center. However, the metal does seem to be different now, as if it had shifted. You think the ice that assailed this may have stirred it in some way. Why don't you roll investigation as you look this thing over and try to find something that might be of use?
While he's doing that, these is flying over to the pool here, cooling off their spicy talons.
You cool off, and it feels very nice. You look over and see there's a large fish statue right here. Also very nice. A little creepy, though. I feel like it's almost watching you. As for Jaxthal, you try what you can to look for an opening or a lever or something you can interact with. You would go over to here and see that there is a small vent of sorts that does bear enough of a space to crawl into, and think that you might be able to access the internals there in some capacity. There doesn't seem to be anything on the outside, given it's all armor.
Yeah, I don't know if I trust. From like in my mind, do I look at it and see like it is like a vent, or is it just a hole?
It's vent-like. It's hard to be sure.
Okay.
But there's no like vent cover. Like this is an open space that you can conceivably crawl into. This might have been an escape hatch.
So like if I hold my hand like in it, do I feel any like hot air that's being pushed out, or is it just warm in general? I would assume
It's warm in general, but there's no outwards flow of heat, unlike some of the protrusions towards the center. So there is a difference.
okay. Little boss,
Yeah.
bruh.
Gain a point of inspiration. Oh, I already have. Give it to someone else. That's great. I love it.
Who doesn't have inspiration?
Me.
Yeah, I'll give it to Erithal.
Oh boy.
Yes,
So-
Jaxthal?
I got a little hole about body size I could probably squeeze in. Does anybody
Excuse me
else
if I
wanna
try to
come
wrap my
with
brain
me?
around how suggested that was.
I can't with the voice.
Yeah, I
you
know,
said
right?
There's a way. You said there's a way to crawl in.
It might have been originally a way to leave, but I'm assuming,
Can you crawl in?
yeah.
Well, do you want to do it, or should I?
Fuck it, I'll go in.
Okay. You can please.
If this explodes, blame Cobweb, and I crawl in.
Birmingham, you're crazy.
It's Cobweb stomps his foot indignantly.
You're
Would he even be able to hear me? He's like like 100 feet away from me.
Not
I don't know.
I'm not actually. I mean, the Predator has some pretty amazing perception. So sure,
Ah, damn it. But whatever. I guess I crawl in.
you crawl inside,
Yeah.
and there's a series of internals
It,
that you're
how
squeezing past.
bright is it actually?
There's a soft red glow that's coming from every perceivable direction. You think that might be a property of the metal. They might have made it in such a way that you can do that, so they don't have to have lights, maybe? It's your best interpretation.
Yes, it's like what is it? Like backup power lights in sci-fi movies.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, okay. I guess I'll keep looking. I guess I'll just keep following the tunnel or hole or however this works.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for, other switches or levers to do open anything.
Let's say, like, it's not long before you reach a compartment here where it does look like some sort of maintenance terminal. And there is quite a plethora of buttons, levers, and doodads that allow you to manipulate the machine in some perceivable way. There's a treated piece of metal that has this illusionary magic dancing along it that is painting this almost top-down picture of this war machine. And you see there's 3 dots that are implicative of the 3 hot points on this. And you can see that the 2 outer dots are giving off a tremendous amount of heat. And that heat seems to be routing towards this center dot, the central machine, the central chamber that you know contains the soul lantern that you need. And you surmise if you can find a way to either shut off or eject or do something to suppress the 2 components generating heat, the center will become accessible.
Okay, I guess I'll look to see if I can find any, indication of what a button or lever does just anywhere. To see if there's any, writing or, connection point, like a wire or something stupid like that.
Going off your investigation roll, there's nothing that's extremely telling. A lot of these are numbered rather than they don't particularly have a lot of description to them. You think whoever was trained to be in here operating this had a lot of preliminary knowledge. So you could try to mess with the controls to reroute the heat from here. You think it might be possible.
And using the number system that apparently it has, I want to see if I can match up any numbers, like it says 2 or something like that, or at least a similar symbol, because I'm assuming it's probably not in common.
It is in common. It came from, you surmise that the mention that they have of the isle, that it came from there, so it's human made. And you see some sense, but it's more so your own guesswork. So it's up to you if you want to try to start plucking away to try to release this thing.
How much space is in here? Could I fit more people in here?
Barely. You can get another
Okay,
medium-sized person in here, but it's going to be a uncomfortable squeeze.
Okay. I guess I'll leave. Go back out from where I came, and I want to tell everybody about whoever can hear me about all the switches and all that.
Okay. As for Erithal especially, as well as Nadira, this place does invoke a sense of serenity being out here in this garden. Your eyes do fall upon this Abyssalith statue, and you almost feel this benevolent presence. For Erithal, it has an uncanny air that almost reminds you of the statues of Zula, the way she was worshipped in Highshire. You alive?
Okay.
Yeah, just
Oh, sorry.
I'm not quite sure what to say
Fish Jesus.
because it's confusing to him
Mm.
as well. So he's kind of dumbfounded for words.
You've never really seen another culture worshipping something that isn't Zula, especially to this degree. It looks like these creatures were revered.
I think Aerithal probably overheard it, but didn't Dagny call this basilisk?
Abyssal.
Abyssalith.
Yep.
Huh. And weren't Abyssalisks put in keystones?
There was one in the Keystone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I do remember Aerithal did hear you talk about that. Just
You think back, and you did have an encounter with one when you woke up and were in the sunken area with Itravok when you retained the water keystone.
oh boy, I really hope there's not going to be another one here because it's definitely not going to be happy to see any of us.
Well, I
Um,
mean, isn't the history of Osara that they lived, quote unquote, in harmony, as far as rumors go?
yes.
Yeah,
Less
but
in
I'm all-
harmony, more so that these creatures were their rulers, almost perceived as deities.
can't imagine they'd be too happy about hearing humanoids enslaving some of them.
Looking at the statue, do I feel a sense of familiarity with it, or?
Not outright. It's not one that you've seen before, but you do feel the connection as well, that the way these creatures are depicted and worshipped does give you a sense of the way Zula's worshipped as home is all the same. It's, again, almost like stepping into Osora is like a version of Highshire from days long past.
And I think she just sort of starts thinking out loud enough for basically everyone to hear, and it's like, this makes no sense. This place should be abandoned, yet it's like nobody left. Could it be the deity's power over it?
I'm less worried about the fish statue and more worried about the potential war machine going on some sort of rampage of some kind or whatnot if a button or lever is flipped incorrectly.
Destined, I wish he hadn't left when he had.
It's been.
She's
over a
gonna
bit.
try-
You're no longer small. Definitely.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
You're a real girl now.
I like to think that
Huh.
it happened mid-conversation, so her voice just gets higher, or like lower as she
Mid-word.
gets bigger.
Well, if it's gonna be, there it goes. I imagine I'd have to take a look at it. And she's just gonna try and carefully climb down the side of this thing.
Okay. Are you looking at the controls, or?
Yeah, I want to look at the controls.
It's
Squeeze it.
definitely very intricate. It seems like there is some pattern to the numbering system. It's impossible to be certain at a glance, but you think you're gonna have to take a few educated guesses and experiments if you maybe want to make some progress with trying to figure out how this thing operates.
So, like the top-down view that we're being shown, is that have any labeling, or is it just top-down view?
It's more so it's like a heat map almost. You can see the concentrations
Okay.
akin to what you're seeing on the actual map are here and here, and they're being vented to here.
Okay.
Do any of the levers stand out as being? This is real dumb, but like being more important.
I mean, I've already described
Like,
these
okay.
levers and stuff, so I mean, like, you have some educated guesses.
I mean, all you can really do at this point is start fucking with shit and see what happens.
Yeah, at this point, yeah. I'm gonna start futzing with shit.
Okay, I'd say because this is it has arcane properties to it. Make an Arcana roll.
Could I help her technically, since I'm in here trying to figure it all out with her?
Sure. Roll the advantage.
All right.
Oh
Not
shit!
20.
Damn,
What
Dagny.
advantage? See
I'm
if you get
fucking
another
smart,
one.
bitches. I'm a genius.
You start messing with levers, and everyone hears loud mechanical clangs and shifts, and you would see this shutter from the outside, and you do feel the power of this as you begin messing with things. And because you crit, you take a look at the display, and you can surmise a couple of levers arranged in a specific configuration can essentially release altogether, just cut off and release these two heat sources from the rest of the ship. That would then block off their heat pumping to the center object, and give it some time. It should cool down enough for you to access that center. The only thing you can't figure out is how to shut down these two heat sources. There doesn't seem to be an option. Do you wish to proceed?
Do it.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
As long as we can get in there relatively safely,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if it's on or off. I don't think.
Legalize nuclear bombs.
Shush.
Okay. Da-da-da-da. All right. You throw back those levers, and you all hear a series of mechanical clunks, and there's a loud noise that echoes through this side of Osora. For everyone out, Erithal, Nadira, Disa, and our Praetor, you would hear and see the following.
Oh,
Fuck.
Oh, that's a big no. That's a nope rope.
I feel like we've goofed.
Oh, I get it now. Well, if it
Roll
isn't
for
the
initiative.
consequences of our own actions.
fuck.
No. Oh God, no.
Well, I mean, we're fine.
Activate the encounter B man.
Oh, right. That's
oh my
important.
God, it's 11 o'clock.
Tough shit.
Bruh.
You're tough
Hey.
shit.
If both of us stay in here, we will be fine, because it is on the outside and we are on the inside.
Boy, am I glad he's in there and I'm the sheriff and he's out there.
Dagny, you can see there's a representation on the screen, and you as well, Jaxthal. There's a familiar shape that would become present as all parting plates reveal two Hellfire engines. Unlike everything you've seen before, these are active.
Damn me and my mechanical genius. Ugh.
Hey, remember what I said before. If something happens, we blame Cobweb.
No, but I actually pulled the levers, so there's no way to blame him for this.
We gaslight him.
Impossible, I'm too belligerent.
Yeah, I'm just gonna yell outside the vent. Ready yourselves! And I'm just gonna use my action to hide.
You hide inside of this compartment. You are well protected inside of the metal of a war machine.
That's
It's
my
warm
turn.
in here.
Two metallic doors would slam down on the ground. Here and here. Okay. Let's see what it can do.
No, we to Obama. I don't want to go to Spiceland.
This thing is going to charge forward. Let's see.
See, these ones aren't as cool as when Destin was one.
That nerd
Wait.
Destin.
The nerve of that guy and his driving Hellfire engines.
This thing moves here, spewing a great deal of heat. It seems though it is actually overheating and is spending its turn spewing fire, setting this entire garden alight as it walks. Give it a moment and it may resume its prior functions, but this is an opportunity to either fight or flight. Preetor.
Squish.
Okay. Cobweb is going to test the waters very carefully by sprinting towards the thing and giving it the people's elbow.
Oh, hell yeah.
Honestly, Could you
Let's
just pick it
see.
up and like throw it across the country?
Yeah.
Cobweb's running up to
Actually-
it just to.
You know, yeah.
That's
Just-
there's a thought.
Throw it into
Just
the ocean.
soccer ball punt that thing.
It is significantly smaller than you.
Yeah. B-Man, how much distance do you think I could clear with this thing?
Well, the Preetor has 30 strength, so
Okay, fair
And-
enough. I suppose I'll aim for the nearest tide pool. I go for a grapple first. Let me
okay.
see.
I'd say, given the nature of this, it's just a big engine, and it's currently overheating, so you can just get a grip on it with the Preetor. No
Oh,
check
alright.
required.
Sick. Let me see here. Hiya!
He does like a pitcher, like a baseball pitcher stance, just fucking pitches it.
You pick this thing up, and just yeet this thing. It goes sailing and would crash with a tremendous burst of steam into the nearby tide pool that's maybe only 100 feet away.
The engine.
Gone.
The
Well
engine's
done!
getting picked up
I
like.
was not expecting you to do that. Nadira,
This picture.
Now it's your turn to try to pick it up and throw it.
I don't want to pick it up and throw it, but what I do want to do, can I even do this? I created, so I think I could do that. Oh, do I have the spell slots? Oh, I do. Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna try it. The water made me think I could do this. Wait, how far away is it? I guess it doesn't matter. I didn't think about my actions. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm doing it. Not placing a template. Stupid. I'm gonna cast Tidal Wave on it.
oh, cool. All right. All right. It makes a Dex save. This thing even have for Dex?
No.
It failed anyways.
Okay, cool.
Failed save. Knocked prone. Oh, it can't be really prone. Okay. It takes the bludgeoning damage. Let's see.
Bonk.
This is magical damage. It will take that. Ouchies. And it bursts into steam. Let's see. Conjure up a wave of water. It doesn't persist, does it?
No.
Okay.
No, it just puts out all fire within 30 feet of it.
This thing gets waterlogged, and a giant steam cloud is made that is, let's say, 30 feet.
And then I'm gonna go with this way.
It's like a sauna in here.
I made
Yeah.
it a sauna. Your pores are gonna feel great.
Jackstill, you're looking out of that port you crawled into. You just see a wall of steam obfuscate anything going on out there.
Okay. I assume I see, like, the other one leave and then just nothing.
No, you were inside of there, so you don't know what's going on.
Well, the top down, I thought I still saw it.
Well, you saw it get jettisoned. It's just kind of a
Yeah,
status
okay,
report
yeah.
of the greater machine.
Okay. Does it look like the center thing has, like, stopped glowing as hot or anything?
Thanks to Nadira's handiwork, it definitely has started the process of it cooling, but it's gonna be maybe at minimum, like, you think 20 to 30 minutes before
Okay.
red hot metal can be touched.
Well, I was just thinking after these things were, released. But,
No, you
okay.
definitely, you killed it, the source of what's heating it up.
Okay. What can I do? What do I want to do? What is even worth doing?
Dagny is kind of blocking the entrance too.
That is true, yeah.
No, I moved out the way.
It's
Well,
just a
you're
one,
like a
like,
crawl
5
space.
wide tunnel.
There's, in a crawl space, there's no real way to move out of the way.
Yeah, he can't, like, get
Yeah.
over you with where you are right now.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think there's really anything that's worth me doing.
Action, fart, and turn.
I mean, fuck it, I'll just do my second wind so I can heal, and then,
Hear me out. You do your echo on the other side of Dagny, and teleport, or switch places rather.
You just use bonus action.
yeah, I used my bonus action, but, which is what I need to summon it, and then also swap to it.
Fair enough.
I have to, like, action economy is, like, something I really have to pay attention to.
Yeah.
But if that's it, I guess I'll just keep monitoring what's in here, just to make sure something doesn't, like, explode or something unforeseen happens.
I feel your pain. Yeah, bonus actions are precious as an Echo Knight.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
All right, the engine's turn. It is going to charge forth 40 feet.
No, don't do it. I'm a bird.
What's up? It too is spending its turn cooling down. However, thanks to the water bullshit, it would effectively have its action. Although it did take damage from that as a result. And there's a little something in front of it.
No, don't touch me.
Let's see what we can do.
I pay my taxes. I'm a citizen.
All right, we see 3 viable targets right there. 3 creatures. Okay. You see lightning begin to crackle in this thing's mouth. And all of a sudden, 3 lightning bolts come shooting out. One is to Disa, the other to Nadira, the third to the Praetor. This is dexterity saving throws. Yes, they are actually dexterity. I checked this time.
B-man, just like
Oh, fuck
this
me.
entire time I've been like sitting waist high in the water.
Oh. Well,
You're in water.
Oh, no.
You're in water.
this is kind of, I'm just going to say this is like a straight shot of lightning. So if you this is basically you ducking down into the water to miss it hitting you in the head. Wow, those are all failures.
Yeah, we know.
Okay.
But still, I'm in water. I'm conductive. I wouldn't fault you for making me vulnerable to this.
5. Right. You
This
take.
is what happens when you throw a toaster in the bath.
Ooh, we rolled high. Nice.
Fuck.
All 3 of you take 31 lightning damage. You were shocked as this thing is releasing its electricity. All right, Aerithal.
Oh no! People are being tased. They shouldn't have resisted the arrest.
We're all dissidents.
Oh shit, how much damage? 30 what?
31. Here.
Yeah, thank you.
1 pound is 0.45 kilos.
When it tried to save against Nadir's thing, did it look particularly dexterous?
This big block of steel does not seem particularly dexterous, but it moves
What?
fast, so who's to say?
Sacred flame.
Alright. Dex save. Hiya!
I'm gonna laugh if it passes.
Well, laugh it up.
Oh shit.
Wow. I'm kind
That's funny.
Oh, it's its highest save attribute. Holy shit. Okay. Interesting.
Bro's
You
Tokyo
lied to
drifting.
me, B.
Look, it's a big block of steel. Who knew it was so quick?
Uh,
Technically, it's like a car.
I mean- yeah,
Yeah.
it's basically you just built this behemoth on top of a monster truck.
It's not unreasonable for you to think that this thing is slow and lumbering, but this thing has a demonic intelligence to it and would scoot backwards. Let's see, is this save or suck?
Tokyo Drift. It is.
Yeah, it's saver stuff.
Ouch.
It's a cantrip.
Alright. Disa, this is not advantageous at all.
No.
Hide in the water.
I'm already. Yeah, that really won't fuck me up real bad. Let's see. This is a bad situation. I want to cast Polymorph on myself
Okay.
and turn into a T-Rex.
Oh shit!
What's the CR?
It's equal to your character level, I think.
Tyrannosaurus Rex has a challenge rating of 8.
Okay.
Let me see.
That's a thing?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
So
Any
there
beast
was
whose challenge rating is equal to. Well, fuck me. Okay. Sure. Here you go. I'll give you access to this.
Yeah, so there was
Just,
a
drag it onto my sheet and put the Polymorph options quicker.
I'll just do it this way because I know it works. Last time we were doing shit like that, it got fucky in your game. Whatever. I know this won't fuck up on the initiative. Anyways, yeah, you should have full access to that sheet now.
Yeah.
How was your action? Everyone watches this little Disa, who is jittering and has scorch marks, suddenly transforms into this giant reptile.
I'll get the classic T-Rex roar upon doing it too. Too bad
All right.
I don't have it the sound on me, but you all seen Jurassic Park.
You need to get your roar down so you clear your throat and it'll do.
Look at the stupid bird. Oh no, it's a
Unfortunately,
T-Rex.
I can't attack on this turn, but I am
Right.
fucking T-Rex for next turn.
Okay. Dagny, you hear a monster roar coming from beyond the steam, which is concerning.
Yeah, just peek out and see there's a fucking
You don't see
T-Rex.
shit. No, you don't. There's steam here. You can't see what's going on.
I would assume there's probably like a large shadow now, or the steam is darkened.
Well, there's.
Oh god, it's another dragon.
It wasn't a dragon roar.
I- See, I don't know.
Just skip your turn, honestly.
Yep. I'll just say, fuck it, I can't see anything, and just continue to hide.
Yeah, I mean, hold your action till something happens. I don't know.
All right, to our biggest and baddest, you're up.
Oh shit. Alright, let's see here.
Punt it, punt it.
I'd like to, but I'd also like Deeza to get her licks in for revenge. Because it would be really shitty if you were to transform into a T-Rex and not get to do T-Rex things. So instead,
Right at the biggest.
I will run up and just give it a good pummeling. Let's see here.
Pick up the T-Rex instead and throw it.
Oh no.
Just pay.
I want
You just like hold the T-Rex like Hamburg and just lower it so it can bite and then lift it back up so it can't get hit.
That's wonderful. Let me
yeah.
see here.
Oh, what is?
Oh, ouch! Yeah. Jesus.
No, it's pretty killer.
Now give me dexterity, baby man.
Oh. Okay. Let me apply some damage first. Creatures of damage is magical, so ow. Ow. Damage this thing to the point where it is now malfunctioning, which is fancy speak for bloody. And that's a 12 on that dex save, I'm afraid. Everyone hears a sickening metal crunch. This thing is now underfoot and is restrained.
Cobweb gives a thumbs up to Tyrannodiza. Go get him!
Nadira.
The Desosaurus Rex.
No. When's the T-Rex going? Oh, 4 people after me. Okay.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't want to waste all my spell slots on this.
Do
Just roll
you
cantrip.
have enlarge? Reduce?
Do I? No, that is not a spell that I have.
Enlarge the
If you wanna save your
T-Rex.
spells, just throw a cantrip and be done with it.
Yeah, I'll just throw a cantrip at it.
I can tell you right now, this thing's gonna be dead really soon.
Hey, cool. I guess I'll just do this on it. Sure.
Okay. Let's see if we can chill it out. Alas, it passes the save.
Cool.
Anyways, Jackstill, you're in a hidey hole.
On to the dinosaur.
Has anything changed on the inside in the 6 seconds? Probably not. So
No,
I guess
not
I
really.
will.
The effect
guess
they're
I'll
waiting
hold-
for is gonna take
yeah.
like 20 minutes.
I guess, like I said previously, in case something happens, I guess I'll just like hold an action to react to anything surprising. And
Okay.
then that'll be it.
It's the Hellfire Engine's turn. It is underfoot, so it can't move. However, it doesn't necessarily need any limbs to act, because everything comes out of its big mouth. So, let's see what it can do. Okay. To shreds, you say? Okay. Each creature within 30 feet. I like that. I like that. Okay. Give me a second here. I'm going to draw a circle template.
Uh-oh.
I don't know how to read.
Boop. That's everyone out here, pretty much. There we are.
Joke's on you.
There is
I'm
a
blind.
welling up in its mouth, and it releases this ball of unstable thunder that suddenly explodes at the center point, hitting everybody out here. That is dexterity saving throws from the four of you.
Oh my god, not terrible. But also
Okay.
probably not saving.
R E K. What? Fucking snake eyes? You kidding me? You fucking 2d12 and it rolls a 2? Bastard. Alright, well, luckily there's still 2 factors to this attack. What the fuck, dude? Alright, so let's see. DC was 20. Fail, 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 fail. It's a war machine. You take 27 total damage. 25 of it is lightning, 2 is thunder. There we are. It can't do anything after that. Aerothol.
Ow, my flesh. Does it look like Deeza's attack would probably finish this thing?
Hard to say. It's definitely been messed up. It's also under the foot of a Praetor is being actively crushed. Regardless, you think in due time this thing is going to cease functionality.
I toll the dead.
Alright.
Oh wait,
Let's
let me make sure I'm within range. I'll move 5 feet forward to be within range.
Alright, rolled an 11.
Okay,
Ooh,
so since it's already injured, and I'm at 5th level, it's 2d12 plus my spellcasting modifier because of potent casting. It takes 12 necrotic damage. And Aerothol runs 30 fucking feet further. Wait, let me get all.
Ow.
Fuck him up, Deeza! As he's running away.
Tyrannosaurus, get wrecked. Let's see it.
Alright, advantage because it's prone.
Yep.
Attack with the bite and tail.
Both hits. What the fuck?
Yeah, baby.
That's a lot of fucking damage.
Yee.
This thing is barely hanging on. Dagny, there's a lot of unsavory sounds going on.
I would like to mention that my brain power significantly goes down. I pretty much assuming the tooth of the T-Rex when I'm calling
Fantastic.
Yep. Fuck it. She's basically just gonna crawl straight out. Is it difficult to raid because of the steam?
No, but it's heavily obscured.
Okay, then she's just very carefully just gonna go, like, there.
Alright. Oh, you get your first look at this thing firsthand. There's a war engine wrestling with a dinosaur while underfoot on a Praetor. What a sight.
Yeah,
Does the Homer Simpson back into the hedges meme into the fog?
Yeah, you don't even know if the dinosaur is like on your side. It's just a dinosaur's here now.
I'm realizing, yeah, that's the thing that came out. And they're fighting it. So, yeah, not taking this chance. Yeah. Trying to focus it on the actual thing. Yeah, look. Boop.
Ooh.
And it will have
There's
disadvantage since it's made
disadvantage,
of. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Aha! It just beat it. Beats it. So it takes half.
So 7.
This thing is barely hanging on.
Yeah, I think she'll just back up just a little bit, but that'll be her turn.
Cobweb.
Okay, Deeza got her licks in. I would like to throw it.
Okay. Yeah, with this thing being barely functional, once again, if you want to grab this thing, no check required. You throw this thing careening into the tide pool, and you see with how beat up this thing is on impact. You see this thing explode into hellfire as a large column of steam bursts into existence.
Cobweb does the
Ending combat.
touchdown dance, and that's that.
I like to point out the T-Rex does kind of gallop after it like a dog chasing a dog before kind of stopping, seeing it fall apart, and stomping on back.
Does it like a hissy fit? So it's just like real, like stomping real hard.
There we go. With the issues removed from the machine, it is now only a matter of time before you're able to access the object you came here for. As everyone takes a breather, looks around, and makes sure that there's no additional threats. The steam would subside. And now it's only a matter of time before this central engine cools down.
I would say we take a short rest while.
Yeah.
Since it's going to take like, what, 20 minutes you said? For it to
Yes.
cool off? So.
Yeah. Cobweb cops a squat right where he is and sort of does the closest analog to crisscross that he can.
Yeah, you can take your short rest. If there's any actions you want to take during this time, that's great. And I think after that, it's a good point to end the session.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my arcane recovery for the day.
Just point out
And-
that the T-Rex is lopping out of this fountain like a dog drinking from a bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Get back.
Oh shit! Can the Praetor regain health?
No, it doesn't. Not with
Fair
how
enough.
you're doing it. So, if you're like taking a short rest, Cobweb, like all of that applies to your
The
actual
character, yeah,
sheet.
okay.
Yeah, nothing here is preserved with the Praetor.
Fair enough.
Gonna regain a third and a first.
You would examine yourself, Cobweb, in your Praetor body, and although you do feel your grip has been shaken, you're made of heliostone. There's no perceivable damage done to this thing whatsoever.
Oh, so the damage is to the connection
Yes.
between. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Thank you.
Yeah, your body is literally indestructible.
Oh. There we go.
Go. That's better.
All right.
So we're in
Sorry.
here.
Yeah, if everyone is at a good point here, no other actions, we are going to end